There we go, 6 o'clock at the MJ Morning Show. MJ here along with Michelle. No sign of Fester just yet. Michelle, that was just a little bit, wee bit suspicious.
What?
Let me give you a little audio and visual. If you're watching MJ TV, you can see. If you're just listening. Oh, no. Oh, I just cut my screen.
You're an idiot.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
I was trying to get son of a. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I just.
Oh my. Shot.
Everything to the extreme with you.
I was using the scissors to do scissor sounds, and I accidentally. Oh, you think that's funny? You think it's funny? Oh, son of a! All right, so I have this. That sucks. Yeah, I have this. Jeez, I have this like microphone screen, like a pop filter, and it's got a material, 2 layers of material. And I'm holding this up to MJ TV right now, and I was demonstrating the scissors, and I had to get the scissors close to get the scissor sound.
Yeah, sure.
And I guess I wasn't looking, and I got too close, and I
gave your screen
cut my screen like a
what a moron.
Right?
Like I'm an employee at freaking Great Clips. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, man.
You have plenty of those, though, right? You have extras.
I've got one in my home studio,
Okay, well,
and I don't think I have a son of a.
okay. Are you gonna be all right?
No, this is like
man.
an appendage has been removed.
Oh man, I'm so bummed. I mean, I guess I can talk through, the.
You want me to tape it up for you?
Is it even gonna matter? Does it even matter? I mean, you have this little piece of
it does.
lace.
Dude, do you know how a pop filter works?
No, I've never used one before in my life.
Well, a lot of people might have seen like the USA for Africa video back in the day, and I think they used like wire coat hangers with pantyhose. That's another trick that's used. It's called a pop filter.
That's actually what radio stations in Africa use.
It's a little screen. I can't believe that is the dumbest freaking thing I've ever done.
All right.
I don't think that's the dumbest, but this is the thing that's kind of like a regular occurrence with you.
What's that?
You used to always say, like when we first got together and got married, you'd come in and you'd be like, "This broke," and I don't know what it would be, and you'd be like, "It just snapped off like a toy in my hands. I don't know what happened." And I'm like, every single day it was something. So that's why I don't let you do certain things, and so that's why when I was asking you to do the certain thing with the scissors, I was a little nervous about that in the first place because you're just not like real. It's weird because you can push all these buttons, but things like scissors, no, you should not be using scissors.
Oh, I'm so freaking. I wasn't looking. I was just.
Okay, all right. What was the point of the scissors in the first place?
So Michelle asks me just before the start of the show. Michelle says, "Hey, do you have any scissors in here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think there are some scissors back on the junk shelf over here." So Michelle starts poking around. There's like a can of Lysol. There are some Scotch tape canisters. There's a bungee cord.
Yeah, nothing really productive.
Did I say there's duct tape? There are, those metal clips that there's did I say extension cord?
You might have.
And then there are scissors over there too. So Michelle grabs the scissors and then hands me the scissors and then turns around and she's holding this tag in the back of her shirt. and she's like grabbing the cardboard part of the tag, and she's got it twisted, and I want to pull the string apart to be able to, cut the string, properly, and she's holding the tag, and I'm like, let go of the tag, and she says, no, I'm not letting go of the tag. I don't want you to see the price. So Michelle obviously is wearing a brand new shirt that she got. It had the tag. She puts the shirt on this morning out of her closet without removing the tag.
All right, this is Michelle's fault.
Oh, thanks,
Michelle,
Festa.
You couldn't have taken the scissors, walked to nobody's here. You couldn't walk into an office or something and just take the shirt off or pull it over your head a little bit and cut the tag, and that way it would have been secret the whole way through. He would never have known what you wanted the scissors for.
I am not taking my shirt off in this place.
Only several rooms have cameras, and of those, only a few of them work. Like the one in Ron's office works.
So, Michelle, what is so secret about the price tag? Festa, do you see the price tag over here? Is it on the counter?
I'm looking for it. I don't see it right like in front of her. No. She's probably eaten it or keistered it or something.
She keistered it? You think she shoved the price tag up her butt?
I think she's done something to make it go away.
What the hell are you saying?
I put it away.
How much was it?
I don't know.
What? Yes, you do know.
Round it to the nearest 100.
I can't believe you got a new shirt. You put it on this morning.
Yeah.
Obviously, the tag was like jabbing in your back. You have me cut the tag. You didn't think I'd find it suspicious that you're palming, you're grabbing the tag, like you're clutching it like a little 3-year-old kid's hand at the edge of the Grand Canyon? Yeah. You're grabbing this tag.
I was holding it for you so you wouldn't accidentally cut anything else, like my hair or my neck.
And then I said, hey, can you let go of the tag? You're pulling the string a little awkwardly. I want to be able to cut the string properly.
That's not true.
And then it is true. And then you said, I don't want you to see the price.
You didn't need for me to let the tag dangle. You just were making it up so you could see the price.
That one didn't even cross my mind.
Yes, it did.
It did not.
Yes, it did.
Don't tell me what I thought. It didn't cross my mind. All right, how much was the shirt?
I don't know.
Well, then let's see. Show Festa the tag.
I don't remember.
Where's the
It's in my bag. I have to make a
So,
lot of noise and bend down.
Where did you get the shirt? Let me just start with that. Where did you buy the shirt?
Neiman Marcus.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
so if she can't...
It wasn't Burlington.
No.
It wasn't TJ Maxx. No, she got the shirt at Neiman Marcus.
Honestly, if you can't share the price tag, then you're left to only assume that it's a $1,000 shirt.
No.
Until you prove to me otherwise, and they have $1,000 shirts, right? At Neiman Marcus.
Oh,
So
look.
I don't know because I don't spend $1,000 on
then
shirts.
Maybe this is a $900 shirt.
All right. First of all, where's the shirt made? Do you have any idea where the shirt is made?
No, I forgot now.
It's not China, I hope.
I hope not, but it might be.
Really?
It might be.
Festa, can you go look in the back of my wife's shirt and tell me where this damn thing's...
I think this is just too far.
turn
All right,
your-
it's time to take a break. 6:08.
It's not. I want to know what this...
I'll let you look in your wife's neck.
Yeah.
I have this thing when I touch other women that they,
Hey, Meredith, can you come here a minute, please?
they really like me a
I
lot
should have
more.
just asked Meredith to cut the tag when she walked by.
Thank God you're here.
Meredith, could you look in the back of Michelle's shirt
Okay.
and see if in the back tag in the neck, if it says where her shirt is made? See if you can find out where it is made. Where it's made. Made in
Bangladesh.
made
or
in USA.
Made in
Made in
Canada.
Spain.
I got it.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. You clearly saw where her shirt was made?
I did. Where do you think it is?
All right. In the microphone, please.
Yes.
You got to get right on these
She's getting
mics.
positioned. Here
All
we
right.
go.
Where was Michelle's?
Do we have guesses?
No. Just tell me where the damn shirt was made.
A fabulous place called Peru.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You know what? Made in Peru. Peru makes some nice garments.
I would not have guessed South America.
It's better than China.
Yes.
I don't even know where Peru is on a map, so
Meredith.
All right,
Yes,
Meredith.
you do.
Meredith,
it's somewhere.
what continent is Peru on?
Asia,
No, it's not.
Brazil,
No, Brazil's not a continent. Brazil's a country.
Antarctica.
No, it's
Okay,
it's not.
North America.
No, it's not North America.
All
but
right, Asia,
You're getting close. No,
You
you're.
said Asia.
I think you said Asia. Where is Peru?
Africa.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Where? Give me other. It's on a certain continent.
uh,
Peru. All right, it's near Colombia.
By the equator.
It's near Chile.
Okay,
Uh,
I don't know that that's true or false.
It-
It sounds right.
So Brazil.
Which is next to Canada.
No, Brazil is not next to Canada.
So it's Russia.
It's not Russia. All right, come on, you're joking with me.
I gotta go. I love you
I
guys.
love you, man.
It's
Mayor.
South America.
You can have this fun every day, you know.
South America.
I'll write your resignation letter.
Oh my God! Was she yanking my leg?
Who cares? I
Was
love her.
Mary? All right, Michelle, show me. I want to know how much this shirt was.
I already put it away.
Just getting started. Hey, I believe Sabe is coming in this morning, Fester.
Oh, great.
I think Sabe is coming in around 7:45, 8 o'clock. The whole Sabe saga took a turn yesterday.
Tell Sabe to bring you a new Mike P.
Oh,
popper.
also, are you all excited? You know, why would Fester... Let me see. I just quizzed Meredith, who, used to be on the MJ Morning Show years ago. She now does middays here on Q105 after the MJ Morning Show. So we're kind of back together again after all these years. Fester, I think, is very excited. Let me do a quiz on Fester and see if Fester can tell me why he's so excited today. I don't even know if Fester knows why he's so excited. Hang on, that's next. As we're just getting rolling here. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a busy, busy Wednesday. On the MJ Morning Show, Q105, back in a minute. Traffic's up. Unbelievable. Fester just brought me up to speed. Fester just made me aware of communication with the Snarky Lutz real estate agent that's doing these social media video posts making fun of home listings. And, as I dig around, there are a bunch of these out there. That I stumbled across a woman, an agent in Salt Lake City doing them. I was originally aware of a guy. So there was a man that appeared to be one of the original Snarky real estate. If you're on Instagram like I am, I'm not on the TikToksic. I don't do TikTok. But if you've seen these videos and you have a realtor in front of a house, or they're in the house and they're shredding the property, they're making fun of the property, they got like a kind of a snarky shtick they're trying to pull off. We've got one right here in Tampa Bay named, what is it, Brianna?
Yeah, Tampa Bree is her handle or something like that.
On Instagram. And Fester actually made contact with her. And folks, around 8 o'clock, so close to the time that we talked about this yesterday, Fester did have contact. And let's just put it this way, I'm a little stunned. I'm a little stunned by the text contact and the texting back and forth between Tampa Bree. What's her name?
I think it's Tampa_BRE. Tampa Bree.
Whatever. Yeah. So I'm a little stunned by the communication string or thread that Fester had. So we'll get into that close to 8 o'clock this morning. So make sure you're listening. All right. Also, we've got to obviously deal with the whole Sabe situation. We had a real stunner yesterday, and I pulled a little prank on Fester. Sabe will be in the house this morning at about 7:45 or so.
Really?
Yeah.
Real Sabe?
Sabe is coming in. So if you've been following the Sabe saga, this is the guy that wrote a couple of jingles, couple of songs for the MJ Morning Show. I like them. Fester shredded them. Sabe purportedly wrote some threatening emails to Fester. He did not. I wrote those. So there's a whole scheme here. And then, of course, this culminated with a huge mega surprise at the end of yesterday's show, the last 2 minutes of the show. And, well, Fester's car missing from the parking lot. It was a whole little production that, yes, I orchestrated as a prank on Fester, and people love it. This video had like over 10,000 views in hours. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? I haven't checked the latest views. It's got to be 11,000 or so on this thing. But let me just check how many views the Sabe and Fester video has. 12,300 is where it is.
That's pretty good,
Yeah,
right?
that's pretty strong for less than 24 hours. Absolutely. All right, so we'll get into the whole Sabe saga. So, Fester, tell me,
Yes.
before the break, I said that Fester is excited today. But then I said, hey, Fester, can you tell me why you are so excited today? Why are you like the Pointer Sisters and from the Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack? I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control.
And I think I like it. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I'm so excited.
All right, so Fester, why
I
are
just
you?
can't hide it.
Why are you so excited today? Can you tell me? Now, Fester didn't tell me he's excited. Folks, let's be clear here. I'm declaring Fester excited, and now I want to know why. And can Fester tell me why he's so excited?
I can understand
Oh,
why.
hold on a second.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll just hold on a second.
Oh, wait a minute. Andrew, turn your microphone on. I think we made a grievous 1980s soundtrack error.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, MJ.
I think we made a grievous error here on the MJ Morning Show. And
Was that the Pointer Sisters that sang
no,
that?
No, it was. Okay. But in a moment of self-reflection and correction, I think it's important that we rectify that's RECTUM, rectify the situation. All right, so Andrew, what did I do wrong?
You were singing I'm So Excited in reference to the great movie Beverly Hills Cop.
Yep.
But the song by the Pointer Sisters that was in that movie was Neutron Dance.
Oh, that's
Neutron.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just doing the Neutron dance. Oh,
That's why
man.
they were excited. They were excited to do the Neutron dance. It all tied together.
Can you put I'm So Excited up on 21?
That's
up
a
on,
good song. Do we play that on Q105?
I think we must.
We should.
Yeah. It might be like sandwiched in between You Got to Fight for Your Right to Party and Hotel California.
Dude, I
Yeah.
wish we played. I
Yeah.
wish we played Fighting for Your Right to Party.
We
around
do.
Here.
We do. I've heard it.
I used to call
That's
in-
in rotation. All right, so this is I'm So Excited. All right, and this is Neutron Dance. I don't want to get banned off YouTube today for playing too much copyrighted music, so I better shut that off. All right, so I stand corrected.
But you do know what keyboard that was played on, right? You do know.
Which one? Which song?
Pick Fielder's Choice. Pick it.
Neutron Dance to me, that sounded like a Roland Jupiter 8.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. Of which I have one boxed up in a road case in a closet in my house, and I think that thing's worth like $20,000.
Oh, I think that's Fester's point that you're a nerd.
Did the other one sound like a Moog?
I've got a Model D 1973 Mini Moog as well.
Okay,
Yes,
all right.
There you go.
also in an Anvil Roadie case.
All right.
All right, so why Fester? Why? Hang on a minute. Apparently, it was an Emu Systems emulator is what Andrew is telling me is the sound for Neutron Dance. All right.
I'm legitimately sorry I asked.
So, Fester, why are you so excited today? Tell me.
All right. So I was very excited.
I want to see if he knows the
There was
answer on
something
why he's
that
excited.
Made me excited.
Why are you excited?
But then there was something else that made me less excited, directly relating to the thing that made me excited.
No. It's just one thing that you should be very excited about today, this Wednesday.
Is it Kentucky Fried Chicken offering free buckets of chicken?
No.
Oh, because that made me very excited.
No.
And I clicked the link.
No,
And
I'm-
then I found out you have to become like a member of the Colonel Club.
No.
And I've decided to not become members of any clubs anymore.
Oh.
All these
Now-
app clubs.
Yeah.
I have that story. I have the Kentucky Fried Chicken story that they're trying to drum up business again because, listen, the chicken space has gotten very, very crowded. And the chicken space has gotten very, very competitive. And the KFC sales have been flagging and sales are down. You know, there have been some like best fried chickens in America list and as far as fast food chains, and KFC has not done well. Anyway, I think they're trying to reinvent the brand, and I've got a whole thing. They're even changing the Colonel's face a little bit. Yeah,
What?
yeah, they're changing the current. I'll get to this later
Are
on.
they going to make him a Latino?
No,
What are they
no,
gonna-
no,
I mean, yeah.
What are they going to do? The colonel's a colonel.
I'll explain later on. No, Fester, I'm so disappointed that the first thing that you should have said on why you should be so excited today. See, I'm telling Fester he needs to be excited. I wanted to know if Fester knew why, and clearly he doesn't.
I mean, hold on. The KFC
Dude,
was
you're
a solid guess.
let me. No, it was not. Let me. All right, maybe it was. All right, so let me give you a hint.
Yes.
You're a 50-year-old guy,
Right.
and I can't believe you're into this.
Brazilian models?
What? No, Brazilian model. You're into Brazilian models?
Twerking videos?
Oh, come on, dude. Come on.
Crocs?
No. All right, let me give you a hint. Television.
Okay, hold on. Whoa.
Whoa, what?
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
You're like reading yesterday's paper, dude. Big Brother started last Thursday.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought tonight was the premiere.
No.
No.
Oh.
Tonight's just the Wednesday show. It started
Oh.
last Thursday
Oh.
with 16 slash
Oh,
correct
so-
that
so-
17 house guests.
So I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, it's still fresh. I mean, it's less than a week, but Big Brother started on Thursday.
Oh, I thought I saw something that Big Brother starts tonight, and then it's like Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
yes, 3 times a week. Plus,
Oh,
last night.
that's like Big Brother overload.
No, it isn't, dude.
You know what that is? That's cheap. That's cheap production costs television to jam up some scheduled time on the summer schedule.
Okay, yes, relatively speaking, I'm sure it costs a lot more to make like a Matlock episode or have you seen that?
That's because Kathy Bates is getting $27 million an episode.
It's a good show.
No, she's not.
Have you seen?
I have not, but
Elsbeth?
she did get nominated. I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe she's one of the oldest television female
Yeah.
Emmy nominees. Because Emmy. Speaking of the Emmys, Michelle, we just finished up Severance. Severance led everything with 27 nominations.
And I'm gonna tell you about that. But
yeah.
CBS. Yes, is Big Brother. Matlock is a good show.
yeah,
And then you got to see Elsbeth.
Hold on a sec.
yeah.
This is CBS. All right, go ahead.
Elsbeth is a really good show too. She's very one of the quirkiest characters I've ever seen on TV.
Well, I'm sorry for being a.
And wait, who's in that? Who's the young lady who stars in that?
I don't know.
She's somebody you would like.
Yeah,
She's like we've seen her in something else. I think she might have been in what's that Pennsylvania show that used to be on FX? It's
What?
Always Sunny in Pennsylvania or something.
In Philadelphia. It's always
yeah.
sunny in Philadelphia.
No,
It's the blonde girl
That's
from
what
that. I think.
Danny DeVito was in that as well.
No. That's a show on ABC where she's the house where
Oh,
she's
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
that's-
janitor and
sorry.
she's like,
What now?
She's like she becomes like the janitor of a police.
No, that's Abbott Elementary.
No. That's
Do they have
that's
a,
also in Philadelphia.
do they have a
I
school?
think so.
Do they have a school janitor in Abbott Elementary?
I'm sure they do. They have a whole school.
Oh, you're thinking of the cleaning lady who solves crimes.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like
Yeah.
the police station. Leave all their evidence out. At
Isn't
night.
that on ABC or CBS?
That's an ABC show.
Yeah, that's an
That's
ABC
not
show.
Elsbeth.
No, Elsbeth is like she's a detective
I don't
sent to watch the New York
And-
Police Department, and she figures out all the crimes before
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
All right, but Big Brother is back, man.
I know. That's what I'm bringing up.
I made a passing reference to it, I think, on Monday.
Did you?
Big Brother.
Oh man, I thought I had a great piece of content that Big Brother's back tonight.
Last night, I was watching the live feeds for like 40 minutes
Dude, I can't believe you're a 50. When do you turn 51?
in May, a couple months ago. 51.
Oh, so you are 51
yeah,
now.
I made 51.
Oh, okay. So you're a year older than I thought. I can't believe a 51-year-old guy is so enthralled with freaking Big Brother.
Dude, go to the Big Brother lines a little later. You will see people all over the age spectrum that follow this show.
Whatever.
And we have somebody from Bradenton in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I forget his name. I gotta look it up. He's he's the gay tennis instructor, but he's from Bradenton, Florida.
Does he work at the academy down there?
I don't know.
What is it? The IGA
I don't know.
Academy? What is that, Michelle? Or is IGA the supermarket consortium?
He could work at the Manatee County Country Club. I don't know. I have no idea.
What's the whole sports thing down there?
I forgot what it's called.
Isn't it?
I don't know where he coaches, but he's a tennis coach from Bradenton.
What is the Bradenton Sports School? Come on. IGT, IGA? I think IGT makes slot machines. IGA is a supermarket co-op.
It's ITT.
No, it's not.
That's the school, right? ITT Tech.
Well, or it used to be International Telephone and Telegraph as well. IMG.
Yes.
IMG. I don't know where he coaches.
IMG.
I'll find the audio of him saying, "Hey, I'm from Florida, Bradenton." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, there he's from Bradenton."
I've
Go.
got a great pile of early morons in the news coming up. Oh, let me just thank the early crowd. The Nielsen radio ratings for the month of June came out yesterday. And I'm very appreciative, folks. I do not look a gift horse in the mouth. In fact, I need to shoot a video and put this up on my Instagram later today. Just thanking our listeners. The MJ Morning Show, #1 in Tampa Bay morning radio for 3 months in a row now. The MJ Morning Show is #1, Nielsen rated. Persons 25 to 54, the coveted advertiser demographic. The MJ Morning Show, we were #1, 25 to 54 in morning radio in Tampa Bay in April. We were #1 in May. And now the June ratings came out. We were #1 in June in the Nielsen radio ratings. So I do not take that for granted, folks. I thank you all for listening from the bottom of my heart. Thank everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Get a car. You get a car. Everybody gets a car. So thank you very much. And I don't take any of this stuff for granted because we could suck butt next month and be number 22. All right? But right now, 3 months in a row, the MJ Morning Show is #1. And we're also #1 back in January. I think we were #2 or 3 in February. March, I think we slipped to 5 or 6. But I was gone for 2.5 weeks scuba diving in the Philippines. So
I'm fine with that, dude. Let's take half a month off and be #5.
6:33 at the MJ Morning Show. Early morons in the news next. At 6:33, here's Shriner, MJ Morning Show. Oh, crap. I've got live spots to do. Hang on a minute. Andrew, can you shut this off? How do I shut this off? All right. Just shut it off. Can you reset traffic, please? Andrew's like, no live spots? You're correct. I have live spots I've got to do for great clients like Westfall Roofing. In fact, I was on the phone with Westfall yesterday. I'm getting close. I might need to pull the trigger on a new roof on my house. You know, you've heard me say, Fester, you've heard me say on the show. Michelle, you've heard me say.
Yeah.
Michelle, you live under our roof.
Yes, I do.
You do. So our roof is very important to you, isn't it?
Oh, very.
Very important. Well, you've heard me say during these Westfall roofing commercials, Fester, where are you going? You've heard me say that, let me quiz you guys right now. The average roof in Florida on a house lasts between blank and blank years.
Like 3 to 4 years.
No, it's no, Michelle,
Isn't it like 15 years?
There's a range between 15 and
I was going to say like 12 and 18.
no, it's
Is it 15 and 86?
It's 15 to 20.
Okay.
The average roof lasts 15 to 20 years, and it turns out that my roof is like 21 years right now. So I'm like right in the zone of needing a new roof. So I'm talking to Westfall. And of course, when I do put the new roof on, it's going to be Westfall. Folks, if you have any roofing repairs or you need a new roof, call Westfall Roofing. WestfallRoofing.com. Best around, best crews. And you're going to love dealing with them. WestfallRoofing.com. Tell them that MJ sent you. The Kemp Law Group is your car wreck and slip and fall headquarters. If you are injured in a car accident, if you are shopping in a store, you're just excited. You're just shopping. You're in a supermarket, let's say. You're just pulling stuff off the shelf, and then suddenly, a giant pallet falls on your head or something. Or you're in the produce section, and you're walking, and you slip on a wet, slippery piece of romaine lettuce. Or maybe it's bib lettuce. Or maybe it's a busted bag of spring mix. Who the hell knows? If you're in a slip and fall situation or a car wreck, you need the best lawyers around. You need the representation of the Kemp Law Group, Stacy Kemp and the team. Accident or fall. Could be a radish. Could be maybe a radish, fell on the floor. And you start slipping like it's you're on marbles or something. All right, so accident or fall, get a good attorney. They know how to research. They know how to investigate. They know how to preserve evidence. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law right away. KempLaw.com and tell them that MJ sent you. All right. Now it's time for the Chips theme music and traffic with Shriner. More on to the news next. Probably the creepiest of the rejoiners that I have in rotation here on the MJ Morning Show. The morons in the news are on. Hey, Michelle, you like true crime, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you love also like Law and Order episodes, the original, Jerry Orbach stuff. And right now, didn't you just finish like season 4 of Law and Order SVU?
Yeah.
From like the 2003 season or 2004 season or something, right?
Yeah, because I'm required to sit with you while you do your prep, and you require background noise while you do your prep.
I do
So
like some background noise.
We compromise on that, and
Yeah.
we watch something I like to watch because, you
But
know.
the best Law and Order episodes are the ones that are ripped from the headlines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Festa, you like true crime as well. You're
I do.
also a true crime fan.
I listen to a true crime podcast.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I knew there was something with true crime, and you do a podcast. Very good.
Fester and I like forensic files.
True crime all the time. TCAT.
You mean the Forensic Files like on HLN?
Yes.
With the greatest narrator of all time?
Yes.
You know the guy. You know the voice.
Yes.
The narrator on Forensic Files, his name is Peter Thomas. And he died not too long ago. I think within the last 5 years ago.
Was he murdered in his house?
I think he lived down in Naples, but one of the greatest voiceover narrators of all time. And you immediately, hey, Andrew, bring up some Peter Thomas. Just go to YouTube and type in Peter Thomas narration Forensic Files. So go ahead and just find some Forensic Files on YouTube and let me know when you have it. Give me a thumbs up. But you got to hear the voice of Peter Thomas. And he died in 2016. All right, so maybe 10 years ago. So, but he was like in his 90s or something, and I think he was narrating. He died at 91. But I want you to hear the voice, and then we'll get into the morons in the news story, or maybe I should just do that first, and then Andrew, do you have some? You have some Peter Thomas? You have some audio? All right, hang on a minute. Andrew's giving me the finger. Like, is that the 1 minute finger? All right, hang on. He's giving me the 1 minute finger. But I've got like a true crime related morons in the news story. I'm like, oh my God. So the true crime blogger is now the subject of like true crime herself.
What?
Oh, it's twisted and morbid. All right, hang on a sec. You got some Peter Thomas for me? All right, go ahead, hit it, roll it.
Clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum humbuzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around
Is
nearby.
this from Forensic
Well,
Files?
what, Andrew? What the hell is that?
That sounds like it's from like a voiceover or some kind of.
Can you not find Forensic Files for me? You can't find. There's got to be some Forensic Files on YouTube.
Just give me an episode of Forensic Files where
Yeah.
it says tonight on Forensic Files,
Yeah.
a guy who got his leg amputated.
Or
By a
or
dwarf.
a big clue was found near the mailbox. Local police found a sock. All right, here we go. Here's another one.
But this home in a quiet upscale neighborhood in suburban New York
Right there.
held something more. In a steel drum, stored in a crawl space, was a secret that someone had hoped would last a lifetime.
That's Peter Thomas, the greatest narrator voiceover guy. I think he passed away in Naples.
He did,
yeah.
Naples, Florida.
Yeah, he lived down there, and he's the great. All right, so where was I? Oh, true crime. So Michelle and Fester both love true crime. Listen to this headline. Daughter left mother in bed for at least a year so she could run her true crime Facebook page.
Wow.
Yeah, guess what happened to mom in bed? All right. A Wisconsin woman who told police that she deliberately ignored her mother's cries for help while letting her lay in filth has been sentenced to abuse. Court records revealed that Elizabeth A. Drake, 40, pleaded no contest to one count of intentionally subjecting an individual at risk to abuse and one count of improper animal shelter, arrested back in December of 23 after a delivery driver who came to the house that she shared with her 72-year-old mother heard the older woman yelling for help. This is according to the Law and Crime website. Police arrived to find the scene so filthy that the officer who wrote the complaint stated, "I felt I may vomit." Oh, my God. Good morning, everybody.
That's awful.
Lego my ego. According to the criminal complaint, police responded to the home anyway. This goes through. Can you believe this? Elderly lady banging on windows, yelling for help, and to call the police. As the Green Bay Police Department officers approached the home, Drake was on the front porch. She told police that her mother was fine. So she tried to intercede, tried to head off the cops before they actually got to the door. Oh, everything's okay. No need to come to the house. Everything's all right.
You got a warrant.
Nothing to see here.
Ooh.
So when one officer told her that they would need to see for themselves, she informed them that her mother's room was a little messy.
Yeah, I bet.
Who's your favorite soccer player?
Messy.
Messy. Officers entered the heavily cluttered room, which had a very obnoxious smell, and had a mattress covered in blankets on the floor. The smell was described as animal, garbage, urine, and feces. Rather than walk on the floor, officers had to walk on the mattress. Officers observed bugs all over the home. Anyway, the bottom line, she was neglecting mom because she was a true crime blogger with a big Facebook presence.
How many followers did she have?
Upon entering the bedroom, officers were not able to put eyes on the older woman due to the amount of garbage and other items in the room. Trying to do Peter Thomas, which I can't come close.
No, you can't.
No. But Drake's mother responded to their assurance, I guess, I'm over here. I'm over here.
Help me.
Is that unbelievable? Then she said that her daughter was holding her prisoner and she wanted to get out of the house. Officers got a closer look at Drake's mother. They saw that she had bed sores, urine material stuck to her hair. What is urine material? Oh, like that matted. Oh, I know what that is. Oh, that's gross. And it looked like she was covered in bug droppings.
Oh.
She told police that after a fall a year prior that left her with a broken leg, Drake was supposed to take care of her, but she said that she had not been moved from the bed to bathe or use the bathroom for at least a year.
How is she even alive?
Are you kidding me? And this was all because the woman needed to run her true crime Facebook page, Elizabeth A. Drake.
How much time do you give to this Facebook page?
Oh, my God. So Drake was sentenced to 1 year in prison plus 9 months in jail, as well as 3 years extended supervision. Ordered not to have any contact with her mother. The fact that she's still alive is amazing.
It's all Mark Zuckerberg's fault.
Because of Facebook?
Yeah, running a Facebook page.
She's a meta moron.
She is.
The parent company now of Facebook and everything. All right. Moving along, morons in the news. Pennsylvania teen accused of stabbing man and dog with a grill fork. What?
A grill fork is a weapon.
Yeah,
dude.
that
Those-
is.
That's double-pronged
Yeah, in
steak flipper.
Pennsylvania, a teen's been charged as an adult after police said that he stabbed a dog and a man with a grill fork. Chase McGinnis, 17 years old. This kid's off to a great start, isn't he? He's going to be a real productive member of society.
Probably going to get a job working at the Waffle House.
Chase McGinnis, 17, charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, simple assault, aggravated cruelty to animals, and cruelty to animals. So 2 animal charges. According to WTAJ television, that between 1 and 3 a.m. on July 2nd, Johnstown, Pennsylvania police were called to a home for a report of a man breaking things and injuring a dog. They found a woman and 2 men inside. Cops did. The woman was holding the dog and crying. The dog had puncture marks on the left side near its back leg and was clearly in pain. What the hell?
Oh, no.
According to the affidavit, the woman told police McGinnis, the 17-year-old teenager, had asked her to drive him to Sheetz so that he could get some food. So Sheetz, Sheetz, it's kind of like a Wawa.
Yeah.
You know, Sheetz, do we have any Sheetzes here?
No, I think they go as far as North Carolina.
Yeah, I know that the first time I ever went to Sheetz was when I filled up with gas at a Sheetz right outside of the Raleigh-Durham airport some 15 years ago.
But it's a gas station and a pretty well-appointed convenience store.
And they have the whole
Sandwiches
like the hot food and
yeah.
sandwiches, and you order with the touch screen like you do it at Wawa, etc. Holy Sheetz!
Right.
So the woman would not drive the teen to Sheetz, so he grabs a barbecue grill fork and it goes all stabby on everyone, including the dog.
Poor dog.
Mm-hmm.
My God, this is awful. Well, that's why we call it Morons in the News here on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, and what's a good Morons in the News segment without a good Villages story?
I love the Villages.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to retire there.
Father allegedly tries to strangle son for removing pipe from sink. Again, this is Ocklawaha. You know that? Am I pronouncing that right? Ocklawaha, Florida.
Sounds right.
Near the Villages. Guy was arrested for allegedly strangling his son for removing a pipe from the sink during their ongoing little domestic issues that apparently the son and the father were having. A deputy responded to a physical altercation between 49-year-old Joseph Clayton Bernard Smith and his son in Marion County in a home. According to the arrest report from the Marion County Sheriff's Office, he met with Smith, who stated that he and his son had been going through some civil issues lately.
Yeah, I'd say.
His son had not been contributing to the home, and Smith wanted his son evicted and removed from the residence. On that day, Smith's son removed a PVC pipe from under the sink that was attached to the plumbing.
Hey, he took off the J-trap, dude.
Smith stated that he did this because his son bought them. Oh, so the son's like, I bought this pipe. I'm taking this pipe. So the son dismantles, uninstalls, I guess, some pipe in the sink, and then the father strangles him.
I mean, if you ever want to get back at somebody and you're in their house,
Yeah.
just take off their J-pipe.
This is my pipe under the sink, and I'm going home.
They turn on the sink water.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do for like 10 seconds
man.
because the water's in the sink, but then you hear it hitting the bottom of the cabinetry.
Oh, that's
And it
terrible.
comes out the cabinet door.
Wow.
It's a mess.
So he tried to take a pipe back that he bought at like Home Depot or something, or
Yeah.
Lowe's, and then he proceeds to strangle the son. While Smith stood at the entrance of the room, his son, I guess, grabbed his throat, and then I guess the father got all grabby on him. Smith took his right forearm, put it across his son's chest to push him onto his back and on his bed so he would let go. Able to separate himself. The deputy looked at Smith's neck and saw red. Anyway,
Who got arrested? It sounds like a draw.
it looks like they both had hands on throats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The son stated that while Smith was on top of him, he pushed with his elbow while grabbing his throat. His breathing felt impeded.
Yeah, I bet it did. 1.5-inch plastic tube with a bullnose joint. You can get it at Home Depot right now, MJ. The Pinellas Park store has 13 of them for $5.54.
Today at the Home Depot, there's no reason to strangle your father. There's no reason for the father to grab your throat and try to break your windpipe. Because at the Home Depot, this pipe is just $5.54 for a limited time at the Home Depot. All right, that's why we call it Morons in the News. 6:55 at the MJ Morning Show. The 7 o'clock hour is next. So do not move. I got to call the pig guy. What is going on with the pig man? If you don't know the story of the pig man, this is going to be a very interactive show. I've got a lot of listener comments and complaints today. So I'll get to all of this coming up in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show. International Diamond Center, IDC, is hands down the first and only place you need to go when you're diamond shopping. At International Diamond Center, it's not just in the name. Diamonds are in their DNA. They dream about diamonds. They obsess about diamonds. They look at like 100 diamonds at the cutters and then pick just a few of those to bring back to the showroom. That's how picky they are. They make sure that every diamond has a certain sparkle and brilliance. They have every diamond graded by the world's most prestigious gem labs. They look way beyond the 4 C's. The experts at IDC are passionate about diamonds. They'll show you everything you need to know, all the inside tips and tricks. You are not going to see this level of quality or expertise at any other store, especially the big corporate chain stores. IDC is your source for hand-picked certified GIA diamonds at the guaranteed best price. Every shape, all the colors, every cuts, and everything you need. International Diamond Center, your direct diamond importer with a passion for diamonds. International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. And tell them that MJ sent you. 15% off everything right now with zero res. Zero res means zero residue. And that's what they do. When you want your carpets cleaned, let me ask you a question. Do you want to call a carpet cleaning company in that uses heavy soap, shampoos, chemicals that leave a residue in your carpet? And that residue can attract dirt faster? Why would you do that? That's why you want zero res. They don't use the heavy soap, shampoos, and chemicals. They use ZR water. It's an electrolyzed water that gets your carpets cleaner, and they stay cleaner longer. Right now, the 15% off everything sale is on. If you want your carpets cleaned, if you want professional air duct cleaning to get all the heebie-jeebies out of your air ducts, 15% off professional air duct cleaning. Everything, upholstery cleaning, area rug cleaning, grout, tile, 15% off. Go to ZeroResTampaBay.com, ZeroResTampaBay.com, and tell them that MJ sent you. Call up or book online, but always tell them MJ sent you. 6:58, traffic's on. MJ Morning Show back in... Rolling up on 7:02. It is the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, there's an item that has bothered me for years. Now, Michelle, I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but there's an item that it just troubled me. And, even without prompting, I've thought about this on and off for years, and it kind of goes back to the beginning of my radio career here in the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah, what's that?
Do you remember the story? It's like a small town TV station where the news anchor was getting ready to go to work at like 4 o'clock in the morning and disappeared out of her like condominium parking lot and was never, ever seen again, ever. And it's like from 1995.
No.
Yeah. Well, I stumbled across this yesterday. I'm like, holy crap. New person of interest revealed in 1995 vanishing of beloved Iowa news anchor, according to a new documentary. It's like a true crime deal. A new person of interest has been revealed in the baffling cold case of Iowa news anchor Jody Heisentruitt, who vanished from her home on a summer morning over 30 years ago. Brad Millerbrand, or Miller-Burned, whatever, the ex-husband of Heisentruitt's childhood best friend, was investigated by Iowa police after tips came in suggesting he might be connected to the 1995 suspected abduction. Yeah, this is just a weird story. Is this going anywhere? Heisentruitt was 27 years old when she was called into work around 4 a.m. on June 27th, 1995 to say, she called into work. So she was like a morning news anchor, and she called into work at 4 a.m. to say that she was running a little late. But then by 6 a.m., she never showed up.
That's pretty late.
Yeah, because, they got a morning news show to do. So, I mean, clearly she was not there. And she was never seen again. And
Where is she?
That's the question. They've never found anything. Nothing. Zero. And I guess now there's this new person of interest. I mean, are they going to solve this case?
Is there any DNA?
No, there's no body. They've never found her.
Okay.
She disappeared out of her parking lot of her condo, her rental apartment, in 1995 at 4 o'clock in the morning.
There was another case just like that over in Orlando, not a news anchor, but they've also discovered a person of interest in that. That's where I thought you were headed. And that I think that young lady was from this area.
And
it was around
that,
the same
yeah,
time.
I remember that story too.
Again, body never found. Her
Yeah.
car was found displaced somewhere else. So, these cases, you might find some little clue.
But this has bothered me. I'm going to move on now, but this is just a story that has bothered me, and I've remembered this for over 30 years. And just out of the blue, something will trigger my memory. I'm like, man, still, they have no information. They've never found the body or what happened to that Iowa news anchor in 1995. And now there's this new person of interest, and I guess that some people might have seen somebody in the area, and this former friend might match a sketch. I mean, it's just a weird story. I sure, for the sake of the friends and family of this young woman, can you imagine living life for over 30 years not knowing what happened to your loved one? Can you imagine that? No closure, no explanation,
That's awful.
Vanishing off the face of the earth. That sucks. All right, let's talk about a couple of kids down in Bradenton that are in trouble. You're in trouble. Did you see the juveniles that were firing off a flare gun and lit a yacht on fire?
That's not good, man.
Oh, man, the parents, they're going to be responsible for this, right? I mean,
maybe, but does insurance coverage?
Well, I'm wondering if like the homeowners insurance of the parents of these DBMs. You know what a DBM is?
dumb.
Delinquent bastard menaces.
Do we need all three of those?
Yes. These kids are DBMs, man. They destroyed a 45-foot yacht at the Twin Dolphin Marina down in Bradenton.
That's terrible.
Yeah, this is the Fox 13 story. 3 juveniles were arrested for setting a yacht on fire after a 911 caller said they saw them fire a flare gun off the Green Bridge in Bradenton. Yeah, the Bradenton Fire Department, they responded around 1:30 p.m. on Monday, but said the 45-foot yacht at the Twin Dolphin Marina sustained significant damage.
Look at the plumes of black smoke just coming up.
Oh, yeah, it's awful. Yeah, Bradenton Fire and Rescue said that closed-circuit television video footage from the Bradenton Riverwalk appeared to show the juveniles with flare guns shortly before and after the fire started. A second 911 caller also confirmed seeing the incident. The juvies were later identified and questioned with the operation of the flare guns, igniting the yacht on fire with the cooperation of the parents.
All right, so hold on.
They're grounded. They're grounded.
They're going to lose their phones all summer. Okay, were they just farting around with the flare gun and they weren't aiming for the boat, or were they aiming for the boat with the gun? That makes it very different in my mind. One is a terrible accident where some dumb kids were doing something stupid, and other one, they're malicious menaces.
All right, so you have a 14-year-old,
Yep.
an 11-year-old, and a 12-year-old. And again, I'm very disappointed that Fox 13 in their report did not call them DBMs. Delinquent bastard menaces.
Did they hold it up over their head and the flare just kind of took an angle to where it landed in the...
You know what, Fester? I wasn't there to witness the trajectory of the flare gun.
I'm asking questions here. I
All
want
right,
to know.
those are fair questions.
You know, I mean...
Did they deliberately aim the flare gun at the yacht, or did it just arc into the yacht?
Yeah, I mean...
Hey, how about you don't use a flare gun off a bridge in Bradenton? How about you only use a flare gun for its intended purposes to signal other boaters or Marine Patrol or Coast Guard in the event of an
flare gun
emergency? Hello?
Oh, yeah, that.
Jeez.
I don't know that they should have been operating with a flare gun at all.
That's
They're
what I'm
not
saying.
supposed to have that.
How'd they get the
Not
flare
even just
gun?
an emergency.
You don't need, in an emergency, a 14-year-old should be able to fire off a flare gun to alert in a true, nautical emergency, but just holding summer vacation, man. These kids, can they get a summer job or something?
You know, it's so crazy.
Can they how about opening up a lemonade stand and quench the thirst of Bradenton residents?
No, see, these kids were inside all summer, and their moms are like, why don't you kids just go outside?
And find something to do.
Anything.
Okay, Mom, we'll burn a $500,000 yacht to the ground with a flare gun. What do you think of that, Mom? Oh, my God. Holy crap.
You should have just let the kids play video games in the den, Mom. So whose gun is it? How they find it?
Yeah.
You know,
All good questions,
if kids
Fester.
find a gun in the house, the parents get charged, right?
I don't know if that applies to flare
I don't
guns.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the 14-year-old is charged with first-degree arson.
Yeah, let me read. I've got the rundown.
Yeah, that's...
The 14-year-old is looking at the following. First-degree arson, possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony. So a flare gun
It's a firearm.
must be considered and must be under the same law, statute, regulation as a regular firearm.
It launches a projectile.
All right, so listen to the list. First degree, this is the 14-year-old, and again, you're going to be charged according to your age and what the state attorney's office and the police department are going to be comfortable with. So the 14-year-old, first-degree arson, possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony, possession of a firearm by a minor under 18, and discharging a firearm in public or on residential property. Wow, man, they're throwing the book at this 14-year-old. He's going to Stark. The other defendants, an 11-year-old and a 12-year-old, they're charged with possession of a firearm by a minor and discharging a firearm in public or on residential property. They were all taken to juvie. All rounded up and taken to the Manatee Juvenile Detention Center. By the way, the Manatee Juvenile Detention Center, I don't know if you know this, they were the recipient of the Juvenile Detention Center of the Year in Juvie D10 magazine.
Okay.
It's been a big year for them. They won the gold this year.
Yeah.
They were bronze last year.
Man, they're in trouble. But, what is the responsibility financially? Does the boater's insurance... I mean, this is a 40... I haven't seen a value of the yacht, but a 45-foot yacht, I mean, that could be, $500,000? $750,000? $1 million? I mean, for whatever... Boats are freaking expensive. I don't... Sometimes I hear the price of boats, I'm like, what the hell? It's freaking fiberglass. Why is it so expensive? It just seems like you're getting jammed up with boating prices. That's just always been my feeling.
According to AI,
Yeah.
a 45-foot yacht can significantly vary in price,
Right.
ranging from $200,000 to over $1 million.
No, there you go.
That's a pretty broad
I'm
range.
sort of in that range there.
Yeah. So
But these little DBMs, these delinquent bastard menaces, maybe I'd add DBMJs, delinquent bastard menace juveniles.
or you can change menace to minor.
Man, how does that discussion go with your parents? And again, does the insurance of the yacht owner cover things, or does the yacht owner then sue the parents? Does their homeowner's insurance cover your kid firing a flare gun and burning a yacht to the ground in Bradenton?
I mean, it would have to be Is Florida a no-fault state for boat arson?
I don't think
I
that.
don't know.
That doesn't apply, dude.
I don't know. I mean, his insurance has to cover it. If you have a big old boat, you
the
have to
hell
have
you
that kind of
say?
insurance.
We got to talk about Pigman. So you've had no response from Pigman.
All right.
I'm flabbergasted.
I've done the bare minimum to reach out to him.
Mhm.
I sent him one.
Oh, wait a sec. Fester doing the bare minimum? I'm shocked.
Don't be shocked.
I'm
Don't be
shocked.
shocked. Are you joking? Because I thought you'd expect that.
Fester doing the bare minimum.
Yeah, I mean the least I could do is exactly what I did,
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
and that's it.
hey,
So you could do a little more.
hey, Diddy, what do you think about Fester doing the bare minimum?
I'm shocked at this information.
Yeah, it's like I covered myself in baby oil and just slipped it right off of me.
By the way, there's a Diddy update.
Oh, is there?
Oh yeah, Diddy be scheming, dead ass.
Dead ass.
All right, so
Dead ass, no cap.
I finna gonna tell you the Diddy update coming up in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show. So no, I'm really disappointed with the whole pig dude deal. I got an email, and this goes back to Tuesday, July 8th. Got an email from Jeff. Jeff's a surrogate. He's the Pigman surrogate.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
he's like a middleman in all this.
I'm kind of introducing the pig, but I get this email. Good morning. I was just wondering if you would be interested in letting my nephew Cooper come into the station to do a little content on how important FFA is for the future farmers of America. He has won many awards and honors. Right now, since he graduated, he's working the younger generation, getting them ready for shows. He's shown pigs, lambs, and many other animals and has won some awards. So I just thought he could come on the radio and promote FFA, Future Farmers of America, for anyone who's interested.
Wait, stop. I got
What?
breaking news.
What?
He texted me back.
When?
Oh.
I get hundreds of texts
Oh
a day.
man, what date did he text you back? Because here's let me set up the story first. For those that don't know, I get this email. I'm like, listen, a kid coming in and talking about FFA, and is that like entertaining content? But then I thought of an angle. Tell you what, I'll let your nephew Cooper come in, but he's got to bring a pig.
Hold on.
You got to bring a pig into the studio, and we'll have little Cooper. Kid's probably 6'4". Probably dwarfs. I'm dwarfed by him. All right, so I'm game. I come in, promote the Future Farmers of America, but you got to bring a pig.
All right, we got a big development. Here, read the whole thing. Read the whole thing.
All right, so Fester.
I wrote to him he wrote to me like back in April.
Hey,
Then-
Jeff, this is Fester from the MJ Morning Show. Let's talk about your nephew, Cooper. Hey, buddy, sorry, just now getting back to you. Never mind, but I really appreciate it. Thank you for all you taking the time to listen and read my message. You guys and girls are the best. Thanks, MJ. Wait a minute.
So he's like
never mind?
he's like poo-pooing us.
Wait a sec.
I mean, I'm
How
not
does
sure.
it go from bring my nephew Cooper on the show
To discuss the importance of FFA for future generations.
for never mind?
Right?
How does that happen?
Seems like an awfully big swing.
What the hell's going on here?
Is Jeff bamboozling us? I don't know.
No, this is like a mystery now. What's going on?
Call him.
All right, let me try him again. Do our phones work around here
I
today?
don't know.
Our phones are like on the blink.
Do you know what's broken today?
On the apparently Frontier's got some damage out there, so we need Frontier to fix our freaking phones.
It's
so,
like we live on the frontier.
Andrew, yeah, it's all right. Andrew, can you please turn on your microphone? So, of the calls you've taken today, could you understand the callers, or are you getting?
I'm getting garbled again today.
Oh,
So call and call back.
All right, so
It's intermittent.
it's intermittent. We have all kinds of garble. That's what some of the callers sound like. So we might not be relying on phones. Let me see if I can get a line out, though. I think it sounds like I'm able to get. Hello?
Hello? Anybody there?
Hello. Here we go. All right. 813-5. Why do you think? All right, I'm calling up Jeff. All right, Andrew, pick up line 1. I guess we can call out. I guess our phones work calling out, but a good percentage of callers calling in are all garbled, and we can't understand. Yeah, see if Jeff picks up. I want to know why Jeff is begging off of, hey, bring Cooper the nephew in. He's got to bring a pig in, and we'll talk about the. Oh, he's there?
Hey, so
Wait a minute.
Jeff.
Hold on. We tried him like 19 times. Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
Q105, who's this?
Hi, Jeff, the uncle of Cooper. So, Jeff, I'm mystified. I'm bewildered that you sent me an email, and I'm trying to figure out how do I make some kid coming into the radio. This is not like some AM station in the Corn Belt in the middle of the country, with the farm report coming up at 15 minutes past the hour. I mean,
That's right. This is the MJ Morning Show. We're different than other radio stations.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
We don't
All right,
do farm
so-
reports.
So you sent me a letter. You want Cooper to come in and talk about the future farmers of America. I'm like, how the hell can I make this interesting? I'm like, okay, Cooper's got to bring a pig in.
Yes.
And then you ghost us, and we can't. So why are you?
I texted Fester and told him he wasn't going to be able to do it. I talked to him and he wanted to do it. Then he wasn't. He had to have his 4 wisdom teeth pulled out, and then he had some competition he had to go to. But anyway, I appreciate you guys reading it and taking care of that. But he's not going to be able to make it. I apologize.
We can schedule this for after
Yeah.
his mouth healing,
So,
the show's not over in a couple of days.
I mean, the fact that he had 4 wisdom teeth. Listen, Jeff, the fact that he had 4 wisdom teeth removed does not preclude him from doing things for the rest of his life.
I understand that, sir.
All right. So do
We're
you?
gonna have Fester's kids come in and look at the pigs, but Fester, his little grouchy, grumpy ass.
That's great. All right. So
Son of a bitch.
all right,
Jeff.
so Jeff, listen. We'll wait.
buddy.
We'll wait a couple of weeks. 2-3 weeks, even if it's a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let
Cooper.
me. I'll get with him. MJ. I got your information. You
All
know
right.
me. I'll hunt you down, brother.
All right, Cooper. Does Cooper have a pig?
Yeah. He. What happened? He was He was in charge of the FFA around the Hillsborough, the president of the district.
Whoa, You're
All right, so he has access to a pig to bring it into the studio, right?
Yeah. He went to Durant High School. That's
Okay.
the high school.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
that's the
All
big
right.
school.
Well,
all
listen,
right.
this wasn't like an invitation with like an expiration date of like 24 hours. I mean, we can do this. We can do this in a couple of weeks.
Jeff, this is an open invitation for whenever he feels like it in the next, 6 to 8 weeks.
Jeff, this is an open oinker, okay?
Yes.
An open oink oink. You
Yeah.
got
Yes.
it, buddy.
All right, buddy. All right, you get back in touch with Fester.
If
So we.
we're gonna throw if we're gonna throw Shorty Shane in the dryer, we can bring a pig to the studio.
Yeah, look at this guy.
You know what? I think it's actually more serious to throw a pig in a dryer than it is to throw a human in a dryer.
Hey, we might be able to put Shorty Shane on the pig.
That's all. Yes.
Now you're thinking, Jeff.
Shorty Shane could ride the pig down the hallway with a cowboy hat on.
I like the way this
I
guy
love
thinks.
it. All right,
Yes.
Jeff, get in touch with us, okay?
Thanks, man.
All right.
All right, finally, I've got like a little bit of pig resolution here.
Oh,
By the way, the MJ Morning Show is not kosher this morning. All right. All right. I got to take a break. All right. 7:22 at the MJ Morning Show. We're going to start an hour and 20 minutes plus of nonstop MJ next. I've got like some pissed off listeners today. So I've got to go through. I've got some angry listeners I got to deal with. Fester had an unbelievable, remarkable encounter with that real estate agent who is doing the snarky videos. This is absolutely insane. All right, we got a lot coming up. And we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Oh, I've got a crotchety old man request. And also, Sabe is coming in. The listener creating the MJ Morning Show songs that Fester's feuding with, which led to a massive prank at the end of yesterday's show. If you don't know what that is, we'll tell you that coming up. Don't move. We're back in minutes on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Making a move. Don't make the wrong move. You want twocollegebrothers.com. You do not want added anxiety. You've got enough on your mind if you're moving from one home to another, one condo to another. If your kids are moving out, you need a mover that you could just say, just handle it, please. Take something off my plate. That's what Two College Brothers excels in, is just making your move absolutely perfect. If you're moving, if you know anyone that's moving, you want twocollegebrothers.com. Their slogan, the smartest move you'll ever make, those are not hollow words, folks. Those are real important words. It's the smartest move you can make, folks, when you call twocollegebrothers.com. You've got highly background-checked individuals, highly trained. They will wrap all furniture in blankets to protect the furniture so it doesn't get all jammed up and marred and scratched and gouged. They'll handle your boxes with care. Get a quote from twocollegebrothers.com. Mention me, MJ, get free moving boxes. Twocollegebrothers.com, the smartest move you'll ever make. Let me give you another smart move. That when you're looking to buy a vehicle, if you're looking for a Ford vehicle, or if you want an amazing selection and value of pre-owned vehicles of all types, makes, and models, you want Veterans Ford. Veterans Ford, Linebaugh, and the Veterans Expressway is a different type of Ford dealer. Tell you, like from the service angle, I've had people that I know, personal friends of mine that have had some Ford vehicles, needed some service. They went to some other Ford dealers and just they weren't happy with the service. So then I turn them on to the service department over at Veterans Ford, and they're raving. They're like raving maniacs. Oh, my God, I love Veterans. Why did I go to Veterans Ford service years ago? All right, the service department's great. Lorenzo and the sales team are fantastic. You walk into Veterans Ford when you want to buy a new vehicle, you tell them you want the MJ deal, and no other Ford dealer will beat the price in town. Get the MJ deal, Veterans Ford, Veterans Expressway, and Linebaugh, and tell them MJ sent you. 725 traffic's on. MJ Morning Show back in minutes. So, hour 20 minutes nonstop. MJ launches right now. Also, an interesting thing happened at my house yesterday. Yeah, I can't get too specific, but Michelle was nervous. The kids were nervous. Dad, you're under investigation. This is look at Michelle. Michelle's like smirking and smiling and shaking her head.
No, we knew that you were not.
Well, how did you? No, you guys.
I was just heightening your experience.
Listen to me. I was recording a program in my office yesterday. You know, I do the radio show with the Hollands, and I was recording the Holland show yesterday. I come out of my home studio, and Michelle and the kids are like, "Dad, what did you do?" What are you talking about? You didn't think it was... They're to say, Dad, what did you do? You're under investigation.
By whom?
By a private investigator, right? Oh. So it turns out...
Please tell me something I don't know.
There's a...
Right?
I've had more PIs tailing me in the past. Right. Please.
It turns out there's a card from a private investigator. I'm gonna keep the private investigation company...
Private
for right now. But there's a card stuck in my gate at my house, and it's from blank investigations. The investigator's name is on the card. Attempted to contact my name, case number 25, and then please call 813-909, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so hold on. This isn't the police department.
No.
Because they're giving you a case number. They're just like some...
Yeah.
Private investigator.
It's not like some private investigator. Okay. It's a private investigator.
And that's his file number for this case that somehow MJ's involved in.
But it's not of any real life legal importance.
By the way,
number 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not criminal, at least. It could be civil.
Yeah, so the case number is 25 and then some digits after that. So obviously the 25 means for 2025 and then the case number that this is for 2025. So... You know, the kids and Michelle like, what did you do, Dad? You're under investigation. What's this about? And then Michelle's mind is going crazy. What could it be? Michelle's coming up with all kinds of things. Did you have another altercation with some lunatic while walking in the neighborhood?
You've had a couple of those.
Listen, if you walk 30 miles a week in the neighborhood, you're going to see a little bit of everything, and I do.
A couple of videos of you on the dark web.
I got a couple of psycho people in the neighborhood. All right, so... I have this card, and the kids, Michelle, they're all assuming the worst. Dad, you're under investigation. What did you do? What could it be?
Okay, I was saying you were under investigation just to like make you more anxious. I wasn't.
So
I knew you were not under investigation because the card indicates that they just want to speak with you.
Oh, you were effing with me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Listen, hold on.
Esther, is there anything more fun than oh, what did you do? Like, I just sat there for 30 minutes and I was like, I don't know. Should you call? What did you do? Did you talk to somebody? What? You know what? I told you not to say something the other day on the air. What was it?
If you can get MJ to bite on something with some degree of believability, you can just watch him go like a top.
Right. I know, it's so fun.
But hold on. I believe if somebody wants to speak with you and they say they're a detective, you're under investigation. The cops don't just want to talk with me.
Right.
If Officer Friendly comes to my house and says, hey, we just want to talk. I'm under investigation. Where's my lawyer?
So,
I don't care what it is.
Michelle and the kids are like, what did you do to get investigated? So Julian and Chloe, they went out to get some lunch, right? They went out to get some lunch. They come back, and the card is stuck on our gate at our house. They bring it in. I'm in my home studio recording. They wait until I come out and like, you're under investigation.
Do you have video of this guy approaching the gate?
Home security? I didn't pull it, but I'll if I want. I don't need to look at the video.
I want to know who dropped it off.
Well,
was he wearing like flip flops and a Hawaiian shirt?
No, it was the investigator. Because then we looked up the investigation company and the guy's name, and he's the founder and the principal of the private investigation company.
So it's a legit company.
Oh, it's a legit company.
But it wasn't Magnum PI?
It was not.
Yeah.
Tom Selleck
he pulled up in a red Ferrari.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing like a Detroit Tigers hat or something.
Yeah, come on.
So Michelle and the kids, they're like, what could it be? What could it be? And listen, they're as curious as I am. And then
Oh, but here's the thing.
What?
Because I know that you want to call.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know you want to call.
Well,
and then I do this, Fester.
That's where I'm going with this.
But then what do? I don't think you should call.
I don't think you should call.
No. Should you call?
Let's think
No.
about this. So hang on. That's where I'm going. So the card has a phone number. Please call. Investigator attempted to contact me. What is this about? And of course, your mind is spinning. The kids, Michelle, they're all like, needling. Dad, what did you do? You're under investigation. So I say, hey, I'm going to call. And Michelle's like, no, don't call. Well, let me think about this.
Why would you call?
What?
Why would you call? This guy leaves a business card, a white little business card that he bought like 10,000 of from like Kinko's that on your gate. It's not like it's certified letter.
It's fill in the blank. It's the investigator was this dude.
His name.
Attempted to contact and then me.
Uh-huh.
Case number 25, and then please call 81390. Anyway, so I'm holding the card, and Michelle's like, no, don't call yet. I got to think about this. I'm like, what's there to think about? What? We're going to rack our brains on what this could possibly be? So.
But how much fun did I have doing that?
I called.
And
he was very friendly.
Yeah, they always are.
It has nothing to do with me. He's investigating a case of a home in our neighborhood that was purchased not too long ago, and there's some kind of dispute apparently with the new homeowner and the city of Tampa building department and permitting on whether something was original construction or whether it was added on after the fact or so.
So your neighbors hire private detectives to settle squabbles with the city?
Apparently so.
That's the craziest crap I've ever heard.
I know.
Just go down to the permitting office. You can do it all yourself.
What?
Yeah, they have people that come to your house with the city truck.
So
yep, that's right.
The private investigator wants to know if I have any knowledge of any goings on or shenanigans in the home, and
MJ, I'm a private detective. See, we need to talk to you about this residence here.
I'm a private dick. See,
see.
So, I told the guy I have no idea. I'm sorry, I was not there. To the best of my knowledge, everything there was original. I'm not aware of any major construction after the fact, after permitting. I don't know. Honestly, the answer is I don't know.
Yeah, who are you covering for? You look a little suspicious.
What kind of gimmick? What kind of racket you running? Yeah.
Private detective. Get out of here.
No, listen. PIs do some serious work. You look at a guy like Bob Mazur, for instance. A famous, former Fed, and what was the movie? The Infiltrator. Yeah. Bob Mazur, a former Fed who then was involved in that major operation, with the drug bust, and they turned Mazur's story into The Infiltrator, which Bryan Cranston played Bob Mazur, a locally known private investigator.
Great. Would Bob Mazur take the case of the seawall construction? I mean,
it was not. It wasn't. It was something inside the house that, from what I was able to surmise, that maybe the city might be saying that something was done after the fact. I have no idea.
A house in Tampa with 3 fireplaces. This is quite suspicious. Was they had a permit for all this?
But the point of the story is that when you're presented with like very little detail of a private investigator's card left at your front gate, please call. That your mind goes crazy and wanders all over the place. What the hell could this possibly be? What are you laughing at me for, Michelle?
Because if I had come home and that had like my name or whatever, and you weren't around, trash. I wouldn't have even called. I wouldn't even worried about it. But because it was you, Julian and I were just having so much fun. And I mean, I thought clearly by the card there was nothing that you had done. I don't think, but
that you know of,
right?
I mean, what if this guy was going to unravel your whole life? What if you had a second family that he would? You don't know what this private detective is doing. This card gives you just enough information and not enough information
to make your mind wander and rack your brain. What could this be about? Why is a private investigator? Did I say something on the show? Are they dragging me into some case? I mean, you don't know. And now I know, and it's really nothing.
Nothing burger.
Nothing burger for me, at least.
Nothing burger.
Until the next PI knocks on my door. Until the next time.
That's why I always either carry or have access to bananas.
What?
I put them in the tailpipe of the PI, and they can't tail me anymore. I learned that on Beverly Hills Cop.
It's Beverly Hills Cop. It's not one. It's Beverly Hills, not Beverly Hill.
It's one hill. Rodeo Drive is one hill.
Yeah.
It's Beverly Hills. I got an angry listener I got to deal with, but that's kind of part of the real estate deal. We have Sabe in the house. Should we? Let's bring Sabe in.
Come on in, Sabe.
Yeah, send Sabe in. Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Sabe is in the house.
Welcome, Sabe. Grab that microphone
round of
over there.
applause for Sabe. All right, Sabe.
Some
All
headphones
right,
right
Sabe,
there,
you're gonna want to get right on that microphone. There's a plug that sucker in. Just look right.
Hold on.
Well, yeah, look underneath the counter. There's gonna be something there. So folks, do you know the story of Sabe? So we kept him in the green room until the very last moment. Sabe showed up just a little while ago. The story of Sabe is a very interesting story. First, Sabe sent me this song about the MJ Morning Show. Listen.
Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. All the big news and events will let you know. We got morons in the news. It's time to wake up, stop hitting the snooze. Hey, Fester holding down the spot. MJ and Michelle gotta deal with a lot. Now it's time to break dawn. 4 hours of the best morning radio's on.
So I like this. I thought it was fresh sounding. I enjoyed it. And then Sabe decided to do a specific, more direct morons in the news version. And that's when Fester unloaded on Sabe. And through something I just don't understand, Fester went on the attack against Sabe after this morons in the news jingle. All right? Listen to this one.
For morons in the news. These crazy ass people got nothing to lose. Now they're making headlines. MJ calls them out while they're doing their time. Berserk stories boggle the brain. Insane men that's just going down in flames. A good laugh for the listeners alike. It's time to set it off. MJ doing it right. Perk your ears up, listen and learn what not to do, so it's never your turn. Cause you'll be called out, not in a good way. A derelict making news now for MJ.
I like it. Then Fester decides that he's had enough. And then Fester goes on the attack and starts belittling and disparaging Sabe, the listener, that voluntarily, out of the kindness and goodness of his heart, making little jingle songs for the MJ Morning Show. And then Fester, you're shredding the dude.
Couple of things.
What?
I thought the first one stunk too. But I thought it was going to be like a one and done. All right, a guy sends us something. I don't need to, give my opinion on everything. So, all right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, really?
So the first one I let go.
Right.
And I'm thinking, okay, this guy will never send us anything again. MJ seems to like it. This segment will be over in a few minutes. And, all right, whatever. Right? And then Sabe comes back with a second song, and MJ likes it even more. I'm thinking, does MJ have a head wound? Because while it is good,
I love it. I think it's great.
Okay, no. Sabe.
I love it.
Sabe's in the studio now.
Yeah.
I'm saying the same thing to his face that I did behind his back.
Ladies
and I got you, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Sabe.
Thank you. You guys are
to the studio.
Get right on that mic, Sabe.
And it is an honor to be here, guys, honestly.
Thank you for coming in.
I appreciate it. And I love your honesty, and I love that you're not a yes man. Like, you just tell it how it is. I dig that, man. I do. I know my songs are better than you think they are, but man, I like that I like that.
Here's what I did.
What do you mean they're better than I think they are? I said it's good for an amateur. What are you, like writing
for
American Idol or something?
I'm an artist. I write my own songs. This was a jingle. I just put my hat in there.
Now, here's the deal. So I engineered a prank involving Sabe and Fester. So if you were listening to the show yesterday.
So you really had to build up this animosity that doesn't necessarily exist between Sabe and I.
So yesterday morning early, just before 7 o'clock, I read an email allegedly from Sabe directed at Fester, but it really wasn't Sabe. I wrote these and I engineered the whole prank. So yesterday morning, I read this email allegedly from Sabe. MJ, it means so much to me that you like my MJ songs. I was pimping Monday morning when you played my Morons in the News song. It was one of the greatest days of my life to get your approval. I was floating high, but then Fester wrecked me with his nasty trash. He needs to check it. Fester needs to be taught a lesson. He's finna find out. Check your email at the very end of today's show for a Fester surprise he's not gonna forget. Signed Sabe. Should have been signed MJ because I wrote the damn thing.
There was a clue there with the use of the word finna.
Now,
I knew you were going to catch that.
Finna.
Because, it's kind of a a kind of...
No, I get it. I get it, yeah. I left my gold fronts in the car and my chains.
Your grill's off today.
So then at the very end of yesterday's show, and folks, I'm going to tell you right now, this was remarkably well-acted radio theater on my part. So I would recommend going back to yesterday's show and listening to the last couple of minutes of the show later on. Don't do it now. Keep listening now. But later on, after the show's over, go back to our podcast or go to MJTV on YouTube and go back to yesterday, just the last 2 minutes of the show. Because then, remember, the email allegedly from Sabe, which it wasn't, then it said, I'm going to send you a new email with this big surprise at the end of the show. So at 9:49, 9:50 yesterday, I pretended like I was checking my phone. Oh, the email, it just came in. The email has just arrived from Sabe. So I read the new email. And the new email from Sabe reads, MJ, you have my back, but Fester went on the attack. How's he getting home with no 2010 DTS Cadillac? So clearly, Fester's got a 2010 DTS Cadillac in the parking lot. How's he getting home with no And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So we shut the show down. We rush out to the lobby, down the stairs. I'm rolling video. By the way, the whole video of the prank on Fester, I recorded it and I posted it on Instagram. So the whole prank where Fester thinks that his car, that something happened to it. As Fester goes down the stairs, you can see out the front windows of the building, and Fester sees that his car is gone. So can you imagine? You're going down the lobby stairs from the second floor to the first floor. You look out the front window of our building, and Fester's car is not where he parked it. Instead of a blue 2010 Cadillac sitting there,
it's black.
Now it's a 2023, whatever it is.
It's a black 2010 Cadillac.
All right, well, the paint's all peeling. I can't tell. All right, so now there's a 2022 white Honda Civic in the parking spot, and I'm videoing this, and I can see Fester's like, try to process this. So, Fester's wondering, was my car vandalized? Was something happen? And then Fester sees the car is gone. So on video, I follow Fester out. The video is on my Instagram if you want to see how this played out. It's at Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. And just look for the big face of Fester. And I think it says WTF Psycho. Yeah.
Now, who's the psycho here? You.
Yeah. Well, I think you're both psychos.
I thought it was me.
Yeah.
Like I was the psycho.
Sabe, you were supposed to be, but he pinned it on you. But he's the real
I
master.
almost went to jail over it, man.
Let me be crystal clear on something. I told Sabe the night before. So I had communication with Sabe via direct message on Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. My DMs are open, obviously. So I rolled out my idea to Sabe because I needed to get consent from Sabe before I turned him into a potential Grand Theft Auto suspect.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So
I dig it. I was down the whole way.
We had to run that by you.
So Sabe says, I love it. It's brilliant. So I have written consent from Major League Baseball and from Sabe to pull off the scam, pull off the racket, pull off the prank. And the video is on my Instagram, again, Certified MJ Radio. Now, Fester, what went through your mind? I mean, it looked like you were processed. I don't know if you... Oh, you know what's classic? Is Fester's on the phone with Hadley, and Hadley's screaming, my dad's car's been stolen! I mean,
that just hurt. Like, I have kids, man. That was harsh.
That's listen, the collateral damage of your victims, Sabe.
All right, so Fester, what went through your head?
All right, couple things. One,
right?
I was convinced that Sabe is a lunatic.
For real?
The
Well,
whole day.
all right, let me tell you a backstory, though. So, unbeknownst to me, Fester secretly had a conversation with Michelle and Big Scary Ron, our general manager, thinking that Fester had a psycho after him and that Fester was going to have to contact the police and make a report.
Yeah.
Let's get a couple of things. Sabe, you got to understand, I'm not in on this. I'm not in on this.
I know.
And MJ is really, really hyping up your degree of
pushing
anger.
it, I know. Yeah.
And a lesson I'll never forget. And listen, it's not a secret, is it, MJ? We've had really, really passionate listeners in the past.
We've had some stalker wackos.
I'm sure.
Who warranted a degree of concern.
We've had police involvement on this show over the years. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not completely foreign.
There were numerous investigations. There have been some arrests. I mean, we've had our share.
Over the years, we've come across some nutcases, which I didn't know what box to put you in just yet. Either a mediocre song or jingle singer, talented songwriter.
Okay. Hey, thanks for the mediocre. I'll take that.
Maybe sub-mediocre.
You're being super nice to me because I'm here. I appreciate it.
Or is this guy really nuts? Second, of all of my possessions, in my vast estate of crap, my car is like the thing I care the least about.
What went through your head when we're walking out of the studio and your car is not in the space and there's a white Honda Civic there now? What went through your head?
My immediately is like, all right, what the bleep is this guy thinking? Because this is the easiest thing, in my opinion, to get a result back. I mean, all I'm going to do is what I said I was going to do. You find out the car's gone. You call 911. Hey, my
Fester,
car was...
I had to stop Fester, so I had to let Fester in on the... As Fester is dialing 911, I had to stop Fester.
I mean, literally, he said to Hadley, I've got to go. I've got to call the police. And I was like,
But I finally realized that he thought this might be pretty serious because at the end, he kept asking, what is it, another song? Is it a jingle? And you're like, there's no attachment on here. And he's like, what do you mean? There's no song? And I'm like, ooh. Now he's like, uh-oh.
So
what's
the
this guy
email
into?
the email we were waiting for where I wrote this, MJ, you have my back, but Fester went on the attack. How's he getting home with no 2010 DTS Cadillac?
So I certainly didn't expect that. I expected the
slash tires.
Now fictional, nothing to do with the car. I thought this.
You know what? You could have keyed his car. He wouldn't have known the difference. Just all kinds of paint. The paint's all peeling and everything.
I saw it. Yes, I rode by here earlier yesterday because I was in town.
So you did stalk us in the parking lot?
I took a picture of the white one first, and then Andrew's like, "No, dude, that's my car." I talked to him, and then I saw his. I just want to see it, man.
So,
but
anyway, initially I thought, okay, this guy's gonna write a slam piece. He writes crappy songs. He's gonna write a crappy song about me.
I do have a diss track. I wrote it last night. Did you not know that? I don't think I told him. I don't know.
I haven't heard it.
So is this the diss track?
No.
Oh, where's the diss track?
I wrote it last night.
All right, he's in the production stage.
So wait a minute.
Tonight I'm recording it. It's not a jingle, dude. It's gonna be ugly.
So wait a second.
Ugly.
Wait a minute.
We're not done.
Oh, breaking news!
It's not gonna be nice and pretty anymore. And
breaking. So Sabe has written a Fester diss track, which will be recorded later today.
And I know he can take it.
So we can debut it tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll do it tonight.
Right.
And then I'll send it to you tonight. And you listen to it. It's it's edgy, but I know I've watched you guys. I've listened to you guys forever, so I know you can handle it. You kind of like that.
So that's what I was
negativity,
expecting.
anyways. I was being too nice the first round.
Sabe, what do you do for a living? How do you feed your family?
Because I know you don't make songs
and then,
for a living.
Your daughter.
You're wrong, buddy. You're gonna.
You have a daughter.
I have two.
Yeah. So one of your daughters follows me on Instagram and even commented, Sabe's my daddy. She thinks you're a big celebrity now.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
He is.
Short. I know you guys. This show is amazing. You got all kinds of things to do. I moved to Florida, signed with an entertainment label in Miami, Mr. Fester, in the 90s. So that maybe that's my golden era, sounding like the Beastie Boys.
All right.
But I resurrected it recently. I did a project. My music's out there on Spotify, iTunes. I want you. I don't know why, but. Not your approval, but I want you to hear what I really do musically.
I'd love to.
No, listen, but you're going to love what you hear.
Oh.
I go by Saber Truth because Sabe, there's a million Spanish people with Sabe, and I couldn't get the rights to it.
See.
So, what? I don't know. I don't even speak Spanish. That's my downfall. Puerto Rican, Sicilian. So anyway, Saber Truth.
You're Puerto Rican and Sicilian?
Yeah, no temper at all.
All right. Now, we have a little demo. This is like a real song, right?
Oh, what, is it Paradise?
Paradise.
You're gonna be shocked when you hear this.
I wanna hear it.
My daughter is singing the hook.
Feels like the right night, you and me, the one that I will wife. Insecure, but show you were my true love. We were placed on this earth for each other. No other can take your place. When I look into the mirror, I see your face. One person, two hearts. We were meant for each other right from the start. You and me.
And then your daughter will come in and sing a hook?
Yeah, you gotta hear the hook. She's coming right in a second.
All right, here we go.
have to go to the second verse. She sings beautifully and she has her own thing going
How
on.
old is your daughter?
30.
30. All right, here we go.
Had her when I was 9.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding.
Here we go. Hook coming up.
Nothing can stop us getting in the way. Your
Beautiful
love
singing.
is just us.
And it feels like paradise, looking into your eyes. I'm watching you, watching me hold you tight. And it feels like I'm alive.
It's nice. Yeah.
Real pretty, right?
Yeah.
It's about young love, infatuation phase where you can't
paradise.
see past them, and it's a beautiful song. That's more my thing. I never wrote a jingle in my life, but you know what? I'm like, I listen to you guys all the time. I'm like, man, maybe he'll appreciate something. And I love that you bashed me, man. I'm like, it humbled me.
No, I like those lyrics.
I
Thank
cannot
you.
wait.
I'm a writer first, a rapper second. I tell people that. That's more sing-songy.
I cannot wait for the Fester diss track, which will debut around this time. You want to come back in for the diss track, or you want to do it from a distance?
You're welcome to.
If you, no, I'll come back same time, same bat time channel.
Same bad time,
But
same bad channel.
but I want you to hear it tonight. If it's too much, let me know. But
If it's too much, let you know.
But is that, you take
you know
dead
what?
ass and
You-
stuff on here, right?
You know
Like-
what? I'll just play it cold.
Listen, I'll tell you right now.
I'll just I will just
man,
play
do
it without even listening to it. How about
This
that?
guy's way bigger than I am. I don't
Between he
wanna-
and I, too much is never enough.
Okay, and I know that about you
Yeah,
guys,
it's
and I
all
know
right.
you'll be fine with it.
We're here for it. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Same, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, and that song Paradise didn't suck at all.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, pull it up on whatever you stream. It's Saber Truth, Saber Truth, because saber in Spanish means to know truth. Wordplay.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much,
If
guys.
you want to hang out for a bit, that's fine with me.
Thanks,
All right,
man.
so you know the whole.
Or you can leave.
all right.
I'm just so dismissive. If you want to hang
Hey
out,
man,
it's fine
he's like,
with
get the
me.
hell out of here.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you can either stay, leave, hang out,
right.
hang out with Andrew.
Next here on the MJ Morning Show. You
Yes.
know how we know that our phones are listening to us? You know how our devices are absolutely listening to us?
Dude, yes.
All right, this is creepy. So, Michelle, what happened while we were down in the living room? You're watching your Law and Order. I'm doing prep, for today's show. I've got my laptop in my lap. I'm printing out all kinds of crap. And what did I say that triggered my phone?
Yeah.
We were talking about.
We were watching the news.
Oh no! Okay, this was before Law and Order.
Yes.
We were watching like
The llama.
We were watching the llama.
The NBC,
So,
NBC guy?
Yeah, the Lester Holt replacement is Tom Yamas, NBC Nightly News, and that's Michelle's new favorite anchor, Tom Yamas.
Okay.
All right. So we're and we call him the llama. 'Cause,
Nobody,
it's-
nobody else does.
Yeah. So we're calling the llama.
Nobody knows what
So-
you mean. They think you're talking about like a cartoon character.
So,
Oh, he's way better.
Yes. He's a very talented man.
So the Lester Holt replacement for NBC Nightly News is Tom Yamas from NBC Nightly News. All right, so we're watching, and the story comes on about a dentist in like Colorado in the Denver area, and the dentist tried to poison.
Exactly what we were talking about yesterday. Tried to poison his wife with eye drops, but then also something else.
But then he was
then
also
he was
like Googling.
Right.
Is if I poison somebody with arsenic,
Yeah.
will it show up in the autopsy? I mean,
But then he also Googled how to make poison. And so I said, is poison really like poison? Because I know in cartoons we would have a bottle and it has the poison mark on it. But I didn't think that poison was its own thing. I said, wouldn't you say like, what is poisonous? And so we started talking about that. And you were like, yes, I'm going to Google right now. And you said something.
right? So, I'm like joking around while we're watching the story, and I said, I'm gonna Google how can I poison my wife without getting caught. I'm going to have that on my Google search history. Anyway, that activates my phone, and the Google Gemini AI comes on, and it puts up help is available. 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. This pops up on my phone because I'm talking about poisoning somebody.
AI knows that you're going through something right now. If you're looking that kind of stuff up.
I'm just sitting. I'm just. Listen.
My purpose is to be helpful and harmless, and that includes refusing to engage with any topic related to self-harm, harm to others, or illegal activities.
It's talking to me again.
If you are experiencing distress or having thoughts of harming yourself or others,
Listen to
please
this.
reach out for help. You can contact the 988 Suicide and Crisis
All
Lifeline.
right, so how do I shut this off? So I'm joking with Michelle. I'm like, oh, great. Now I'm going to have how do I kill my wife with poison on my Google search history. So I don't think I can ever do anything to Michelle because they've got me. I'm screwed now.
Unless you have a rock solid alibi.
But
Like rock solid.
yeah, but how many people listening have had this same situation?
About killing somebody?
No, about you say something and it activates your phone and now suddenly it's in the search history.
A friend of mine, was buying a house in Brooksville,
Right.
and we're talking about it, and he's in the early negotiation stage, and I went to ChatGPT and I said, "Tell me everything you know about this address." Right.
Oh.
And ChatGPT in 10 seconds will tell you when it last sold, what it sold for, what the owner's equity is in it. Or,
In 1977, a family of 4 was murdered by a crazed in-law with an axe.
but if it ever came up in the news, and then it told us about,
Welcome to Forensic Files.
but then it told us about the HVAC system, that it might be older. And then it said it hasn't had a permit for a new roof since 2004. And then it said
the duct system might have Legionnaire's disease.
But it said due to the age of the roof, this house might be
Collapse.
valued a little less, right? You might want to negotiate on the price of the roof.
Right.
All from ChatGPT.
It's got a radon gas problem. It's got asbestos in the attic.
None of that came up.
All right.
However, it did talk about the appliances and the ages of some of the bigger systems, which I thought was good information off of a computer bot that just never heard of this address before.
Yeah.
But now instantly in my Facebook feed,
Yeah.
I get roofing companies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Roofing company. Yeah.
I hope Westfall Roofing came up.
But these roofing companies, and it's not that it's Westfall. It's all these little like men in a truck who just bought some SEO stuff.
Right.
I don't even know if it's real companies.
By the SEO, search engine optimization. Just so SEO. When you hear that term thrown around, all right, we got to move on.
All right,
Fester,
me.
you had contact. A lot of Fester today on the MJ Morning Show.
Those are the best shows.
All right, so okay. All right, so you had contact finally with Brianna, the snarky real estate agent.
So yesterday we talked about it for the first time. I am a fan of Brianna. I like what she's doing. I don't see any problems with it. And I said, hey, let's try it. We tried calling her on the number that she has published. She doesn't answer phones, much like myself. But I reach out to her later in the day, and we eventually communicate.
Brianna, we tried to contact her live on the show like 8 times yesterday and did not pick up. Folks, you're going to love where this is going. Just stick with me. So who is Brianna? Tampa Bree. It's Brianna Banasiski, and apparently she's a brand new agent, or she got her license last August, so she hasn't even been in real estate for a year yet. And she works for Realty One Group Advantage in Lutz. Offices on State Road 54 in Lutz.
Sure. Okay, great.
And her little...
It's a shtick.
Her gimmick, her shtick is to go to houses, go to listings, and just mock the crap out of them. Or she's just coming up with content and she's writing like these snarky scripts. And yeah, it's funny. I'm telling you, what she's doing is not original. There's a guy that I think might have been the first one to do this. I've seen now also a female agent in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's almost identical. So you get.
I'm sure in every city there's going to be a local realtor who has this kind of comedic take on houses.
Wait till you hear what happens here, folks. Wait until you hear the next chapter. So Brianna's doing these snarky videos. She's getting millions of views. She's got like 400,000 followers to my piddly ass 26,000 at Certified MJ Radio. All right? And I'm not saying they're not funny, but I asked a question yesterday that I got to believe that she's getting into some of these homes as a realtor and has access to the lock boxes, and she's shooting video and recording audio and doing snarky videos and making fun of places. And I just question the ethics of doing that. And these are not her listings. These are like other people's listings. There's a $3.5 million listing in Bel Air, for instance.
Okay, she's not insulting the house.
Yeah.
She's making jokes about things. She's not saying, oh, my God, look at these tacky-ass people. Who would buy this dump?
There are things where she's insulting the actual property. But listen.
But to make a joke, it's not like she's being malicious in it.
Do I find it funny? Did I laugh? Absolutely. Right. But I was questioning the ethics of being a licensed real estate agent and going into properties and recording these videos. Like, I brought up the $3.5 million Bel Air property yesterday. And that property is listed by, was it Karen?
Okay.
And I think Karen doesn't want to talk to me. Yeah. So the listing agent, Andrew, did you put up some of the,
Boy.
Andrew, I need some, they're on page 21. All right, hang on a minute. So the listing agent for the Bel Air property is Karen Ellison, Kerryn Ellison. And I can't believe that Karen knows that Bree is walking through her $3.5 million listing and, having fun at their expense, kind of mocking the place.
I am willing to bet that whoever the realtor is doesn't have 500,000 views on the property like this person does.
Brianna's a 28-year-old, newly licensed real estate agent. The records that I saw, she sold one property in almost a year, like a $245,000 house.
Okay.
So she's clearly not paying the bills and making a living off of commission on one house.
Don't take a backhanded swipe at her because she doesn't sell a lot of properties.
Hang on a minute.
She's not a realtor. She's a comedian.
We don't know that. We want to know stuff.
By virtue of her doing this, you know what she is.
Listen to this. Fester finally gets a hold of Bree, who would not answer any of our phone calls yesterday. And Fester, would you please describe the shocking interaction that you had with Tampa Bree? Oh, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, here's a sample. Here's audio from one of her Instagram reels.
This is getting ridiculous. This house is 7,000 square feet. I can't even fit it into the frame. 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, $3.5 million. This house was built in 1922. 22? Nobody tell Leonardo DiCaprio. What the Why do I feel like an extra on the set of Goodfellas? You think I'm funny? Funny how? You think I'm a clown?
She's in the house now.
Welcome to my crib. Yeah, come on, the Diddy party's this way. I'm so glad there's no bidet. Bidet people think they're so much better than us. They're like, well, if you had shit on your arm, you wouldn't just wipe it off with a paper towel. Yeah, but I also wouldn't just rinse it off with water. Now you're just spraying your shit everywhere. This house keeps going and going and going. It doesn't end. It's like the John Wick series. I'm only used to getting my dad Coors Light out of the fridge. This is the Girls Gone Wild viewing area, isn't it? That's right, Sarah. You take that degree in engineering. Oh no, I'm naked in the tub. I hope a man who's 6'3" with a gambling addiction and a temper similar to my father's doesn't walk in.
So she's sitting in their tub in the house. Right. You're telling me that the listing agent, Karen Ellison, knows that she's shooting, quirky
It doesn't matter.
videos in her $3.5 million listing in Bel Air?
Nothing Brianna is doing was make me not buy this house. If I'm a player for this house, I'm like, she's showing it in a comedic way. Hey, I kind of like it. I'd like to schedule a tour.
That's a sample of Brianna. Here's another one. Here's so she's standing now in front of a much different, smaller house, and it's got all these overgrown shrubs out front. Listen to this.
This house has more bush than my mom in the 80s. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 776 square feet.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm looking at the bushes right now.
Right.
These things do need a trim. She is correct.
Need a landing strip. All right, so here's the deal. Fester.
Yes.
You finally get a hold of Brianna Tampa Bree, the snarky real estate seller. You finally get a hold of her yesterday, and what happened?
I reach out to her on all of her platforms. I comment on Instagram. I find a couple of phone numbers. I send her a couple of text messages. So I write to her. I write, hi, Bree. This is Fester from the MJ Morning Show on Q105. This morning, we were talking about some of your Instagram videos personally. I thought they were hysterical, and I think you're very talented. We were hoping that we can have you on the air to join us tomorrow morning to talk with us. And MJ, I know MJ would love to talk with you. Please message me back. And I send the clip of the show, the whole 4-hour show. And I said, scroll into 2 hours and 7 minutes to where her segment started. She writes back.
Right.
Hey, Fester. Thank you for reaching out. Now, later in her very, very long text, she tells me that she is very familiar with the show and she appreciates us reaching out and she would listen to us when her mom would drive her to school. So she's familiar with what we do.
So she's from the area. Look at that.
Yeah. So back to the beginning of the text. She writes, thanks for reaching out. I've listened to the stream earlier.
Oh, so somebody already told her.
Yeah, so she must have known by the time I
she
reached
heard
out.
that we were talking about her. Okay, go ahead.
Although I am not taking on any new interviews. You can read this statement on your show. And then she goes on with several paragraphs of a statement.
She sends you a written statement to read that she's not taking on any interviews?
And the statement's very well thought out. I read the whole thing. But I'm not reading 5 paragraphs when you can come on the air. I'm sorry you're not taking any new interviews.
No new interviews. No pictures.
No, paparazzi,
interviews.
look away.
Nope, sorry. No interviews.
So,
nope.
I thoughtfully write her back. And I know I assume she's a younger person.
What kind of elevated ledge are you putting yourself on here? You got some funny videos on Instagram.
I assume this is her
It's not like you're an Academy Award-winning actor.
This looks like it might be her first interaction with some kind of fame or notoriety.
Right.
So I write her back.
I'm not taking on any new interviews at this time.
No interviews, please.
I will have a statement coming from my press agent.
I write her back.
That's ridiculous.
First of all, this is how I start the text. First of all, thank you for getting back to me.
Right.
Second, I don't want you to confuse me reaching out to you with a request for an interview. We are not a high school newspaper, and you are not the first lady.
It's the Gaither Gazette.
Yeah, right? I mean, is that what, the Hillsborough High School Hound? I mean, right?
It's the sickle sicko.
Yeah, right.
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
it's the plant. It's the plant putts.
That's what the plant paper is actually
Plant
called.
putts.
The plant putts. Actually, it's the plant pills.
Right.
All right. So I wrote back, you're not the first lady. We're not a high school news. I don't want an interview. I was like, we want a conversation.
It's the Hollands Holla.
So
what school did you go to?
I went to Dixie Hollands.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. The Hollands Holla.
They cut the dicks off of Dixie Hollands.
All right.
So I wrote, however, we do think you're very creative. We'd love to talk with you. I mean, I even said, I promise it'll be
It's the Durant Dookie.
It'll be we're not the Durant Dookie. That's right.
All right, go ahead.
So I wrote, I promise it'll be a fun time. I said, we are probably not going to read your manifesto of a statement.
A manifesto.
With the sarcasm.
It's as long as the Unabomber's manifesto.
It really is. It's a long.
Did you read it?
I read it.
What kind of rambles in this thing?
She wrote, she wants to change the industry, and it's funny how only other realtors have a problem with her, and she makes valid points.
Oh.
Yeah.
She makes good points, but she can't come on.
But is she elevating herself to a level where she's a little delusional as to like what her star value is?
You know what?
She thinks she's now Miss Hot Spit
Yeah.
on the Tampa Realty scene because she says my videos garner far more views than the average home site, and I said that. If you own, MJ's Realty and you just walk around with a GoPro and around the house, you might get a couple of hundred views. She's getting tens of thousands because of her snarkiness. But she's not giving interviews at this time.
And you know what else she's not doing?
What else?
Producing results for any clients.
But she's producing results for her social media
Exactly.
career. Yeah, that's the job.
So I think part of that is she should have welcomed the invitation to come on the show.
So is her whole real estate venture just like a launching pad to start like a comedy act? Or, I mean, does she want to be a stand-up comedian?
Yes.
You hear about all these content creators making a ridiculous amount of money. Some of them are making a lot of money. A lot of content's being put out there, and a lot of them are really cashing in. None of them are doing it by selling houses. She's using the house selling gimmick to create the content to get paid on the back end.
It's a platform for her content. That's all it is.
It doesn't appear that she's taking her real estate job seriously.
No.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
That's my opinion.
I don't take this job seriously. It's okay. But the big news is, at this time, she's not taking on any
no
interviews.
interviews.
No interviews, please.
I'm sorry.
No interviews, please.
Who's on the phone? Wall Street Journal? I'm not taking any interviews right now. It's Fox News Channel. Oh, it's Neil Cavuto. No, tell Neil I'm not taking on any new interviews right now.
No new interviews.
No new interviews.
I'm sorry she couldn't be bothered with our small little hokey
it's
pokey show.
Anderson Cooper on CNN. No, tell Anderson I'm not taking on any new interviews at the moment.
I'm not taking on any new interviews. That's the exact statement.
It's Jesus is on the phone. Tell Jesus I'm not taking any new interviews right now.
You know what? I will take the Jesus one. Have him hang out for a little while.
That's a whole different deal. That's where something goes really bad at one of her little film shoots.
But
all right.
Okay, so all right. So I reached out to Bree. I mean, she seems lovely on her videos. I'm sure she's a wonderful young lady. I don't know who the hell she thinks she is.
She thinks she's someone.
I mean, with all the respect in the world, what the hell?
Right.
I'm not taking.
This is her 2 minutes of fame.
She's doing something to only draw attention to herself. I try to give her a platform to draw more attention, and she's like, "I'm not taking any new interviews."
I mean, she needs to understand. She needs to expand if she wants to take this little shtick further.
But I listened to the show growing up with my mom in the car on the way to school.
Yeah.
What will happen to Bree is that we're talking about her today. In a week, we're not going to care.
Yeah.
Because that's just the cycle.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, her shtick, although it's funny today, how does it evolve? I mean, okay, great. You're making more fun of houses in 6 months.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm not offended. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
It's funny.
I don't think our Bree interview would have made or broken the show today.
Right.
However, good luck, kid.
Well, and here's the true tell. You know what's missing now?
What?
Her LinkedIn page.
Is
and you
it?
know what happens the minute anybody gets in a little bit of a pickle when they're like doing something public or they get caught doing something? The LinkedIn page is the first thing to fall.
Hold up, LinkedIn is gone for her?
Yeah.
How'd you determine that?
Because you Google her, and then the whole series of pages come up that are available that have her information.
But then when you, so it's still being crawled as a search, but then when you go to it, the page is like gone 404 or something?
Right.
Wow.
Speaking just for myself, I think she's very funny.
Yeah, listen.
And very talented.
Listen, and I'm going to tell you right now,
sarcastic
this stuff is funny. It is well written. But I had some questions about the ethics and what about the agents that don't like you going into their properties under maybe false pretenses to shoot internet content?
And I think by Fester, what you read, that she has received some heat from that.
I bet you, MJ, there is a younger group of we had agents calling yesterday. I've been selling houses since the Truman administration.
I'm actually dead, calling you from the grave.
I know. We had something like 30-year realtors call in yesterday, and they took a swipe at her.
Yeah.
And, they don't get it. They are that boomer realtor where if you're another 25-year-old realtor, you want her to do this on your house because you want the views.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another post-trial Diddy update. Michelle, as a lawyer and my wife, and a seat filler who's doing a hell of a job here on the MJ Morning Show.
I'm sorry. She's not taking on any new interviews.
Oh, Michelle's not.
Michelle is not taking on any new interviews. I'm sorry. She listened to the show a couple years ago. Not so much anymore.
Michelle, what do you think about the new Diddy gimmick? Is it going to work? Is the judge going to fall for the Diddy gimmick?
No.
Michelle,
He'll acknowledge it, but then it's going to go, yes, thank you, that's very nice. Good job, buddy. And then that little piece of paper that whatever that information is written on gets moved to the side, and then the judge delivers his sentence.
What happened?
All right, Michelle, we want to explain to Fester?
No, you had it.
All right. So Diddy is doing pre-sentencing, like, self-improvement intervention. Oh, look, Judge, I'm trying to rehabilitate myself. I'm becoming a better person. Yeah, so Diddy has joined a jail self-improvement program.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we mocking that?
To address, come on.
Well, MJ, hold on. Listen, if you tell somebody you changed, right? Hey, I'm a different person than I am 6 months ago.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Listen,
I'm a different person just before I got to get my ass sentenced by a federal judge.
The guy couldn't really speak on his own behalf because he had a pending trial. Now's the time for him to talk.
Oh, hey, Andrew, what are all these calls on hold? Can you tell me? What are all the...
We have a bunch of calls coming in.
Okay.
Pull up the phone screener.
All right. Okay. All right. So I got calls on hold for some reason. All right. Go ahead.
But, I mean, this is the first chance he's having to talk to the judge directly. The trial's over. But he says the guy has served 10 months in a crap hole prison.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's a different person than he is when he walked in.
Metropolitan Detention Center. Is that where he is, right?
Yeah. But
All right, so here's the deal. Sean Diddy Combs has joined several jail self-improvement programs to deal with drug abuse, violence against women. I mean, clearly, this is some kind of a play which any judge will see right through the. Listen.
Then why do they have these programs?
In some cases, I think that someone is really truly trying to seek self-help. But do you, for 1 second, believe that Diddy, with his maniacal, depraved behavior, that he is going to glean anything from a self-improvement program, that this is anything but an attempt to try to lower sentence that he's going to be given on October 4th?
There's no Malibu rehab for him to go to. Okay, this is the courses and the plan that's available to him in his current situation.
You mean there's no baby oil and Astroglide rehab facility?
Actually, I have a prison recipe for Astroglide.
Oh my God.
It involves butter and Vaseline.
Oh, stop.
I'm just saying, both of which are accessible through the commissary and the cafeteria.
Oh,
but listen, these are the programs he has available to him. You can't tell the judge, my client's changed, and him not do anything toward that definition.
And to your point, Fester, that is what the judge said. The judge said, you haven't proven to me that he is not a violent person. You haven't proven to me that he's corrected himself.
That's why he wasn't released on bond.
Exactly.
He was kept in prison or kept in detention until his sentencing. And of course, I'm sorry, October 3rd. I said October 4th. So on October 3rd, that's when the sentencing is supposed to occur. And Diddy faces a maximum of 20 years in federal lockup because the two charges that he was convicted, the lesser charges, carry a maximum sentence of 10 years each. And if it happens to be dealt out in a consecutive fashion, it could be 10 plus 10 is 20. But if it's concurrent, it would just be maybe 10 years. But then the sentencing guidelines appear to be a bit less, with some saying that Diddy could do, like 2 to 4 years potentially. But we'll see. But I'm not buying the gimmick of self-improvement. Hey, did you see here in St. Pete, did you see the lady who was inside the house when not only the drunk driver car went through, but her car was also smashed with such force that her own car was smashed through the front of this rental house here in St. Pete? Did you see this?
That's awful.
This is insane. You got to hear the audio on this. So this lady did an interview with Channel 8, and the audio is crazy. So this woman has survived 2 cars smashing through her house, a rental home. The woman's name is Anna Rosenberger. Would have been funnier if her name was Anna Rosen.
That would have been funnier.
The daughter of Dr. Rosen.
Yes.
From Fletch. But the Andrew, how many bites did you pull? Oh man, we got a ton of them. Oh, we got a ton of sound bites here. This is crazy. So there's a history to this house. Apparently, this house and where it sits on the road, this house is like an accident magnet. There have been like 90 cars that have smashed into this house. Well, not that many.
Why don't you put it like some of those Circle K, what are those called? Those metal concrete bollards? Bollards?
What are those?
Bollard.
Yeah.
Why don't you put up one of those?
Like the concrete poles in front of a Circle K or a Wawa. That's like a 7-Eleven. It's a bollard.
Why don't you put up like one of those construction walls that they have on the interstate? Just buy one off of Marketplace or something.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
All right, so listen to some of the audio here. So this is Anna Rosenberger, and she feels like she's just happy to be alive. All right. All right, let's see here.
And she's just the renter, right?
Yeah, she's renting from the owner.
Would this be covered under rental insurance?
All right, listen to this.
I am so grateful to be alive. I'm very grateful that the driver is alive. It is a miracle that she survived. I'm total loss of my vehicle. I lost the place that I was living and the majority of my belongings.
Her vehicle, her car was destroyed. The house is destroyed. Both the drunk driver, and I'll get to that in a second, both the drunk driver's car and her car, it was hit with such force that it was smashed from the street into the house. I mean, it's unbelievable.
And she survived the accident. She survived the crash.
There was also like a stop sign on the corner that was hit so hard that it was launched like a missile over the house into the backyard.
It landed in Largo.
just about.
Right.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
She hit my car at such a speed that it turned my car around, moved my car backwards all the way into the back of into the house. Her car flipped upside down over my car, and she landed upside down behind my car in the living room, which was about 20 feet from where I was sleeping.
She's got cars in the living room in her house, and her bed, because this happened in the wee hours of the morning, her bed was 20 feet away. Can you imagine waking up to that?
It's amazing.
But wait, there's more.
Great.
So the homeowner, and this is where the story just gets interesting. So according to St. Pete police, officers were called to the 4600 block of 6th Avenue South at 2:59 in the morning. Man, that's some serious REM sleep right there at 2:59 in the morning. July 7th, according to St. Pete police, Stephanie Lopez, 28, girl, this is no way to go through life, was driving south when she lost control of her vehicle and struck the home. Lopez was transported to the hospital, non-life-threatening injuries, and was suspected to have been driving under the influence. She's been charged with DUI property damage, driving while license is suspended, canceled or revoked, and careless driving. Rosenberger, the tenant in the rental home, said before Lopez struck the home, she struck her vehicle. You heard she hit the car so hard, it flung her car as well as the DUI car into her freaking living room. My God. So Channel 8 got records from the St. Pete police. And apparently in the last 4 years, there were 2 more vehicle accidents that occurred at that home. In 2021, one which was related to driving under the influence as well. Channel 8 asked the owner of the home, Laura Nelson, if she told the current renter, this Anna Rosenberger, if she told him, hey, this apparently is like an accident waiting to happen, that there are a lot of incidents over here.
Did the owner know? Has the person owned it?
Do you
while
have
there
to,
have been accidents?
but do you have to disclose to a renter? Oh, by the way, this is like an accident magnet, this house. Do you have to disclose? I don't know if you have to disclose that.
That's like a really negative thing to put like on an Airbnb.
But if you got like mold problems and stacky buttress or something, I mean, you gotta
disclose that.
You gotta disclose that, right? But I don't know about a whole bunch of accidents.
I mean, we've all seen houses around town where they're like just placed in such a weird spot. You're like, I'm amazed this house hasn't been hit by somebody.
So the owner of the house, who's renting it to Rosenberger, said that after 2 incidents in 2021, she contacted the city of St. Pete to see what could be done. Their resolution was to put a sign in the front yard, and that clearly didn't work because the sign was launched over the house into the backyard once the drunk driver hit the sign.
I mean, it seems like the owner was proactive and the city came up with a resolution, and the person renting the house sees that sign every day. So they all knew there's nothing nefarious going on.
All right. So here's the homeowner, Laura Nelson.
I did not, because I didn't think it was a big deal. And now clearly, we know that intersection's got a history.
All right. So that's being asked the question. Did you disclose to the renter that this intersection has a history and there are a ton of accidents here, and you might have a car end up in your bathroom?
I did not, because I didn't think it was a big deal. And now clearly, we know that intersection's got a history. I'm devastated. Nobody wants something like this to happen.
I was furious that she neglected to tell me that information.
Oh, shut up. Now here comes the lawsuit. Right?
Right, anyway,
you can't sue this drunk driver who probably has no insurance.
Now, Rosenberger, the renter, said she does not want to rent from Nelson anymore, does not want to live in the house.
What did the sign say that the city put up? Hey, watch out. Okay, now this homeowner's going to get sued? Whatever.
All right, and then here is Anna Rosenberger. One last clip from her.
Put up a barrier and make sure that whoever rents from her in the future, that she's honest and transparent with.
Oh, I see. Put up a wall.
Yeah.
You know those interstate guardrails or something. Put up those metal, those corrugated, those metal guardrails.
Like you see in the middle of the interstates sometimes.
Yes, Andrew.
Are we to assume that the driver didn't have insurance since she didn't have a valid license?
Yeah, you're probably right. Probably no insurance, yeah.
Oh, the driver was driving while license suspended, canceled, or revoked.
Yeah, we said that.
So I didn't hear you.
Yep.
She goes to some kind of incarceration for a brief amount of time, right?
Oh, she's going to get it, yeah.
Yeah, she's in trouble. And then the house has like major, major damage. But the renter, her car's destroyed. Her belongings inside the house are destroyed. So she's carless. She's like homeless now. I mean, I think I saw that the owner of the home, that Nelson, did help her find a place to live.
It sounds like the owner was very proactive in protecting the property. She has a history of contacting the city. The city came up with a resolution that they were happy with. This is a tough one.
By the way, Rosenberger has started a GoFundMe page to try to bounce back from the accident.
She needs the help, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. What a crazy story right here in St. Petersburg.
Does renter's insurance cover this? I remember I rented.
I wonder if she has renter's insurance. That's a good question.
I remember I rented an apartment once, and I changed my address with my insurance agent, and my insurance agent said, "You need renter's insurance." I'm like, "No, I don't." And she was like, "It's $1 a day."
Okay.
It was like less than $30 a month.
Really?
She goes, "Get the rent," and I never used it, but I had it, and I was grateful I did.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think about the chatter of possible location to build the new Rays Stadium? What do you make out of that?
I have no idea. Where are they talking?
Well, the deal to sell the Rays, I mean, it looks like it's going ahead to the Jacksonville developer.
Good.
To Patrick Zalupski.
All right.
$1.7 billion. Everyone's applauding the fact that the Rays are not going to be in the hands of Stu Sternberg anymore. I've got nothing against Stu Sternberg. It's just I don't think he's not the best thing for the Rays.
I have nothing for him either, though. I mean, almost indifferent toward the guy.
But there's just a lot of chatter as to where it could end up. The word is that Zalupski, the Jacksonville real estate magnate dude, that he wants to keep the team here in Tampa, and the preference is that the stadium should be built in Tampa with an exit, obviously, from St. Petersburg.
Can we fit the stadium on that West Shore Plaza property?
No, that's too small. That's too small. Oh God!
Yeah,
bite your lip. Yeah, that's what I need right near my house.
Put it in MJ's neighborhood.
Yeah, that's what I.
Great.
That's what I need.
Yeah, it's the first house.
Shut your clown hole.
Third house on the right after the stadium.
Shut your bozo hole.
Yeah, let's put it right there.
Yeah, great. No, but there's a lot of chatter as to possible Tampa locations. Do you know those? Are they still? I think they're still there. When you go through downtown heading toward Brandon on the Leroy Selman, you pass like the shipyard.
Yeah.
And then you have those like big like concrete grain towers. I guess right where those, that's one of the areas where they're talking about potentially putting a new Rays stadium. And I wonder about traffic. Could you imagine? What if you have an event at Amalie Arena and a Major League Baseball game like the same time?
I mean,
that might be a little difficult. Still. And then like a convention going on, that could be a little. You'd have to re-engineer traffic and getting people in and out and onto the Leroy Selman Crosstown.
95% of the games won't be at the same time.
So the areas that are in contention, the possible areas for a new Tampa Bay Rays stadium.
I just made that stat up. I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
You know me, I'm a fact checker.
Yeah, she's like thinking if that's accurate.
Did you say you're a fat checker?
She's both.
Yeah, just look to your right. There's a bunch of fat right there.
Okay.
Listen,
did you say fat checker or fact checker?
I'm not trying to put you on check, but since she's been working here, she's a professional fat checker. Every day.
All right. So,
head to toe.
Do you know all the locations that are being rumbled about to put a potential new Rays stadium? Do you know all the possible areas?
Lettuce Lake Park.
No.
I don't know. Let's knock over the state fairgrounds.
They're talking about the Channelside District. The state fairgrounds are a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
And then also the Greyhound track off of, what is that, like Sly or,
Oh, yeah, that's where we went to get the
COVID shots, remember?
Yeah.
Remember it was like some kind of dystopian Walking Dead movie with the National Guard there. You know, it's like, what the hell's going? And seriously, that was the weirdest crap I've ever been through.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
You know, going to get your COVID shot, and you're in a car lineup, and you got the National Guard standing there. You're in a parking lot. There are tents set up. It was like it felt like, seriously, it felt like I was in the movie 28 Years Later.
Are they going to keep the poker room? Because if they keep the poker room, I wouldn't mind seeing a stadium there.
All right. So those are the possibilities. Yeah, the land in Channelside is owned by developer Daryl Shaw. And he owns...
I see a lot of signs that say Shaw around town.
Yeah, he owns that property.
Is it the same guy? I don't know.
Maybe so. Anyway, so those are the possibilities. The Tampa Bay Sun, the women's soccer team, that's the Tampa Bay Sun, right, Michelle?
Yes.
All right. So I guess there was talk to potentially put a stadium there for the Tampa Bay Sun, but Major League Baseball and a stadium for the Rays could boot the women's soccer plan out of that location. And there's a lot of chatter, but the main headline is it looks like the Rays are going to be sold to this new investor group out of Jacksonville. They want to keep it in Tampa Bay, and they want to move the team to actual Hillsborough County to Tampa and build a new stadium facility.
Great.
So there you have it. Hey, Michelle, what do you make? And I know you sent me the story. I know we saw several things recently on this. The Gen Z stare. Do you get this from our kids? Do
No.
Julian and Chloe have the Gen Z stare?
I don't think so. I mean, when they were showing the I guess images of the Gen Zers with this stare on the TV yesterday, I mean, it's very deliberate what they're presenting. I don't know that I really see that much. Do you, Fester?
Is it just a dumb, doe-eyed look?
Yeah. I think, that's always been available if you look in the right places.
I think from ages 11 to 17, that's the main look you give your parents.
Right. You don't have to be a Gen Zer.
Yeah, regardless of your generation.
Yeah.
But you don't see the Gen Z stare from our kids. I don't think I do.
No.
But the Gen Z stare is like this vacant, like...
unresponsive gaze is how it's described.
Disinterested, like a stare or a gaze, and they just kind of look
Fortune
empty.
magazine defines it.
All right. So what is the Gen Z stare? The Gen Z stare is typically described as a vacant, unresponsive gaze, often replacing traditional greetings or small talk in service roles. Millennials and older generations have taken to social media to share stories of being met with this stare by young workers, interpreting it as a sign of disengagement or lack of soft skills. Gen Zers, in turn, argue that the stare is a reaction to awkward or nonsensical customer interactions, or simply a preference for authenticity over forced pleasantries. So you interact with a server or somebody at a business or some interaction, and it happens to be a Gen Z individual born 1997 to, 2012.
And there's no warmth in the exchange. It's just a very uninterested demeanor.
Oh,
man.
Let's try going to the phones.
Now that it's defined like that, I think I have seen it out there.
Let's try going to the phones. All right, Andrew, hold on. What did I do?
What'd you do?
All right, so
turn
I'll
your
put,
mic
then
on,
I'll, then
Andrew.
I'll put him back on hold.
What's wrong?
All right, Andrew's screaming at me.
Why?
Andrew, why are you screaming at me?
Hey, what's going on? Turn your microphone on so we can hear you.
All right. All right. So you've got the first two lines on hold because...
they're the bad lines?
Because are those the bad lines?
Okay.
All right.
Your microphone
on. Frontier, we need our freaking phones fixed. Attention, Frontier. So all of the phone lines in our building are screwed up. And if you were listening yesterday, some lines sounded okay. Some phone callers sounded like that. It was like this garbled, unintelligible, distorted crap. All right. So let's try going to phones on the Gen Z stare. So have you witnessed this? Have you been in a restaurant, or have you been in a retail establishment, or have you had interaction with the so-called Generation Z? 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 18, 19. So have you had an interaction and you've experienced the Gen Z just vacant, unresponsive stare?
Gaze.
A gaze where they just appear to be like not all there. Have you experienced this? All right, 800-990-1047. Again, we got to kind of navigate through our phone lines here because Frontier, I guess they told our engineering department like 24 to 48 hours to get your phones fixed. That sucks when you're a radio station morning show that takes a lot of phone calls.
Yeah,
so Frontier, if you could please fix our phones, I'd really, really appreciate it.
Let's play some music.
No.
So my daughter.
I mean, we don't need phones. We clearly can I clearly can carry the show with you guys for 4 hours without phones.
I wouldn't mind some Phil Collins
or songs. No, I would. We play no music.
No music.
So let me go to phones here.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go to phones.
On the good lines.
800-990-1047. Let's see if we can get some good phone lines through because it's intermittent. Have you experienced the Gen Z stare from these Gen Z workers? 800-990-1047 is how you get through. 800-990-1047. All right, lines are ringing, so hopefully we have some good lines that we can take on the air and navigate around the staticky lines.
My daughter has a friend who always, and I've had several interactions with this young person, she always is, I don't say she's unresponsive, but her delivery or answering questions, it's always the briefest answer, and there's no expression to her face.
All right, Andrew just answered a bunch of lines. Andrew, were those all distorted? Oh, son of a... Yeah, Andrew said that all the lines were ringing and they were all distorted. All right, so folks, try back because it's like sometimes it's distorted, sometimes it's not. Frontier, you're ruining my freaking radio show.
Yeah, Frontier.
Frontier, can you fix our phones, please? 24 to 48 hours, Maya. All right, and hey, while we're waiting to see if some additional calls can get through undistorted, 800-990-1047. Try back on the Gen Z stare. And if we hang up on you, it's because we can't even understand it because you sound like that. While Andrew's continuing to scream, I don't think this is looking good. I think maybe like all the lines. So I can dial out okay. It's the lines coming in that are all mangled. I want to take a moment. I did this earlier, but I want to take a moment to thank our listeners. I am highly appreciative of all you MJ Morning Show listeners. The latest Nielsen ratings came out yesterday, just after noon. And the MJ Morning Show is number one again in Tampa Bay radio for the third month in a row. Like 1 month, maybe a fluke, right?
Yeah.
All right, 2 months, maybe something might be going on
Sometimes
here.
a blind squirrel finds two nuts.
All right.
It happens.
Three months in a row, we're number one. So the Nielsen radio ratings came out yesterday, and in the coveted 25 to 54 demographic, the MJ Morning Show number one for June. So that makes this radio show, the MJ Morning Show, number one April, number one May, and number one June. 3 months in a row, number one morning show in Tampa Bay. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all of the listeners that make this possible. Thank you. It does feel good, as being a number one morning show, numerous times over the many, many years of MJ and BJ, then the MJ Morning Show, and then, coming back on the air, almost 5 years ago and kind of coming full circle and now back on top as, the number one morning show in Tampa Bay. I'm highly appreciative. I don't take it for granted, and I thank all of our listeners, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Now, with that said, number one, April, May, and June, we could suck next month. We could be a big pile of toilet water. We could be number 22 next month.
You never know.
Who the hell knows? But right now, we'll take it while we can. So thank you very much. Hey, we were also number one in January also. Mm-hmm. So we've been on a roll. I mean, there's something, we're on a nice roll. So thank you for making the MJ Morning Show number one in the Tampa Bay market. Highly appreciated. All right, we do have a call. Andrew's answered like 29 calls, and we do have one now that's undistorted. All right. Ed is in Tampa. Ed, have you experienced the Gen Z stare?
Yeah, I work at a local restaurant in a arena, and I can tell you that they definitely do the Gen Z stare all the time.
All right, so you're obviously, how old are you, Ed?
But I watch-
Ed, what is your age?
I'm 69.
All right, so 69, and that's another thing I love about this show. We've got listeners from like 6 years old to like 96 years old. I think we have the biggest demographic spread in the entire market as well. So, Ed, you work with the Gen Z, and when I describe the Gen Z stare, the vacant, kind of distant look, you see it, you say all the time?
All the time. Yeah, they some of them, some of them are regular. Others just give you this blank stare no matter what you do and say. In fact, there's one girl that never changes her expression, ever. And I was bragging last week because I said something and I got her to crack a half a smile. And everybody was saying, "You did."
And nobody believed it.
They're just that way.
Did you know about the Gen Z stare before we talked about it? You just recognized they looked distant, and you didn't know it had a name, or go ahead.
Once you started talking about it, I said, "Oh, I know that stare."
There you go.
Because I work with it.
All right, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, Ed.
Okay.
All right. So that got through. Andrew said, Andrew, how many lines did you try to screen and put on where it sounded all distorted and you couldn't even understand them? But Ed got through.
He did.
Ed, play Powerball or Mega Millions today. All right, you never know. You never know. Could have been a sign, Ed. Oh, this is funny. So a few minutes ago, I just checked my texts, and somebody I know sent me a text regarding the St. Petersburg drunk driver that smashed into the renter's house and smashed the DUI car, plus shoved the renter's car into the living room. Friend of mine wanted to know, any chance it was a Nissan Altima? Did the girl come out and say, Dennis?
She might have.
Man, where did they come from? Seriously, when did these Nissan, who decided that they were going to turn the Nissan Altima into a meme with the lady in the shower cap just smashing into crap? And now she's flying airplanes. Have you seen this?
A couple of different cars out there have taken on internet lives of their own.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's all over my Instagram reels. It's like, how do I stop this crap? And it's this lady, and she's driving a Nissan Altima, and we played some of the clips, I think, a week ago or so.
But you watching it is only perpetuating it in your feed.
Yeah.
And also, you know what else is in my feed?
What?
Is it the Sasquatch?
No,
interviewing people.
It's the 900-pound lady jumping off of boats and off of diving boards. Have you seen this one?
I got suckered into that a couple of months, maybe a couple weeks ago. I thought it'd be the best thing ever. Then I realized it's AI.
Yeah, who's doing all this?
Genius. It's so funny.
Meta, Mark Zuckerberg. Mark, I want an AI filter. I want to be able to push a tab on my Instagram to filter out anything that's AI. Come on, you have the software. You can detect whether it's real video or if it's AI. There has to be signatures. There is, like, if you're a creator. All right, Fester.
I'm sorry.
This is so
funny.
funny.
Just stop.
This is so funny.
Let me finish my thought and we can go over this.
Okay, all right.
Hang on. So there is some type of a button, or if you create something with AI, you can turn on a notification that it's AI, but then you have to rely on somebody that they're going to be honest.
There has to be a filter where they can automatically detect AI
listen,
as opposed to real video.
Exactly. So they need to create software because I want all this AI crap. I want it out of my feed. I don't want the phony artificial intelligence created video. Just stop it, please. So there are a bunch of these videos that are popping up of not only the Ultima lady, Finna and Deadass and all that with her shower cap on. And
have you seen the videos of like two old people saying like the most sexy, dirty things to each other?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Oh my gosh!
But who's doing the very heavy lady? Diving into like a pool in a rec center. Creating a tidal wave and the roof caves in.
All right.
And then there's one where like a very, very heavy lady jumps off like a boat and causes the boat to sink.
That's hysterical. It's one of my favorites. I mean, here's the video. I don't know if you can put the audio up, but she jumps in.
Go ahead and reset it. I'll go ahead and then the whole freaking pleasure craft goes down with like 12 people on board.
Ready?
Yeah, here we go. So she's on the boat. She's jumping over the railing and then
the whole boat sinks.
The whole boat goes down.
Yeah.
I mean, who's doing these things?
And then, here's pictures of like really large women at the Olympics.
But that's real.
No, with the MJ.
Is that AI?
She's 500 pounds.
That's that was not real.
See, you're such a sucker.
No.
And she jumps, and then the diving board just smashes to the ground. It's like the platform diving.
Wait, did you show me the other one?
Here's an old lady.
There's a lady on a balance beam, and she goes through the floor. I don't think I can play that audio.
And then she crashes through the floor of the gym. It's great.
But it looked like the floor was already cracked.
It's AI. It hasn't perfected it yet. I love this. I'm here for it. Here's the one that I got suckered in on.
Yeah, that's the one.
And the splash is so big it knocks out little kids sitting on the side of the pool.
But then the whole ceiling comes down. Here we go. Then there's a tidal wave inside the rec center, and then the whole ceiling comes down.
I think this stuff is hysterical. I mean, this is what AI is meant to be,
No,
right?
I want it out. I want to be able to push a button on my Instagram to remove all AI videos out of my feed. I want it stopped immediately.
Oh, I love this. This is great.
Hey, do you know, this is right up your alley, Fester.
What you got?
Do you know about when people cancel vacations, how you can get in on the action? Do you know about this?
Well, like the rooms are like super discounted or something?
No.
Or last minute deals?
No. Canceled stranger vacations.
Well, I cancel people's vacations and I call to book it right afterwards?
No. This apparently this is turning into something, and there are all kinds of venues for buying strangers canceled vacations. All right, you got to hear this.
Hold on, so you buy it from the person at a deep discount? I mean, what's
well,
the scam?
hang on.
Like I can't
Hold
cancel
on.
my reservation.
It's not a scam. All
Okay.
right, hold on to that thought. I'll get to that in a second. Also, you are not going to believe what allegedly just sold on eBay for $245,300. Something sold on eBay for $245,000. And you've got to hear what this is about. This is amazing. Also, I didn't know that Walmart sold this, but I guess they did because the guy stole it. And it's a little bit racy. So we'll get to that coming up in just a bit. Oh, and I don't know what's going on. We've had numerous stories of like the servers getting angry at customers for not leaving a good tip. I've got like 2 or 3 news stories on servers gone wild. All right, all that is coming up in minutes. The 9 o'clock hour's next here on the MJ Morning Show. And, of course, this brings to a close an hour and 20 minutes plus of nonstop MJ. Folks, you haven't heard any commercials. We don't play any music. But you had no interruption for over an hour and 20 minutes as we were nonstop kick-butt content here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. Back in minutes. The Banco folks want to give you 10% off. In fact, I've got a couple of clients to talk about here, and when you're an MJ listener, we've got benefits for you with our advertisers, with our clients. Well, not only do I vet them all, not only do I make sure that whoever I do advertisements for are the real deal, top-notch, great value, great service, like Banco. Only garage door company I'm going to use in town. So who do you trust? You know, there's some janky garage door company. I've heard some really bad horror stories out there. Who can you trust? It's Banco. Bank on the best. You bank on Banco. BancoDoors.com. If you need a new garage door, now's the time. Up to $250 off Clopay garage doors. You want to juice up your curb appeal. You want to maybe put in a hurricane-rated garage door. You know, maybe your garage door is all dented to hell. So up to $250 off right now on a brand new garage door. Any service you need, broken spring, something's off the track. You want one of the new state-of-the-art garage door openers that have an app and you can look at video of whether it's open or closed or open your garage door from wherever you are. Then you get a hold of Banco. Upgrade to one of the top-of-the-line LiftMasters like they put in my house. BancoDoors.com. Tell them MJ sent you. Another one of our awesome clients for service at your house is Plan B Air Conditioning. Another deal, 10% off. You mentioned the MJ Morning Show. You tell Plan B Air Conditioning, I'm an MJ listener, and can I get the 10% MJ discount? Absolutely. Whether you need service or a brand-new system, you can really count on Plan B Air Conditioning. I've known many people, listeners, as well as friends. A good friend of ours just had service done by Plan B Air Conditioning 2 weekends ago and loved it, was thrilled. Couldn't be more complimentary of Plan B Air Conditioning. So whether you need a service call at a fair price to get your air conditioning expertly fixed, it's Plan B Air Conditioning. Maybe you need a new system like I did. Plan B Air Conditioning just put in a brand new Daikin system in my house. My first experience with Daikin, and so far, amazing. Best warranty of the industry, 12-year parts warranty from Daikin. And I just put a Daikin system in my house, which has multi-zones, because my old system just died and it was just too expensive to fix. All right, Plan B Air Conditioning. Mention me, MJ, 10% off. PlanBAirConditioning.com, 813-PLAN-BAC, and, of course, tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic's on. Here's Shriner. Back in minutes. MJ Morning Show, Q105.
In Tampa, we...
9:01 at the MJ Morning Show. And I just wolfed down a Sardo's pizza slice in record time because like a minute and change left on that commercial break. And Sardo walks in with a pile of pizza boxes from Super Sardo's Pizza over on Ulmerton in Largo. And hey, Sardo, grab the mic, man. You haven't been in a while. Good to see you, buddy.
Yes, how are you?
How's everything going in pizza world?
Thank God, I'm very blessed. Just like, you are number one over here. I'm Sardo's Pizza, voted myself number one.
There we go.
Good for you. I
What,
voted you number one.
what is your pizza score? 10-0?
For me?
10.0?
10.5.
Or an 11?
Yeah, 11.
It's 11. Yeah, it's
Some
11.
Yeah. Well, just watching you eat it, I might say it's a 12.
It might be a 12.
Right, did you watch me eat that slice?
Yes, I did. Well,
Did I just inhale that thing
I
or
swear,
what?
yes. Yes. Yep.
All right, I'm finishing up the crust right now. All right, 9:02 at the MJ Morning Show. So sort of hang out with us for a while. Always good to have you in.
Yeah, I got a question for all of you later, so you
Oh,
let
you
me
do?
know when I can ask.
All right.
I do. It's a serious question.
Sardo has a question for all of yous.
All of yous.
Whatever,
all of yous.
man, whatever.
Yeah. All right. So, Fester, man,
Yes.
this is right up your alley.
Lay it on me.
Dude. Travelers are buying strangers' canceled vacations.
I'm all for that. I mean,
Yeah, so but there's like a marketplace. There are several like venues, like apps and sites to be able to buy vacations that people otherwise would like lose everything.
see,
And you could sell your vacation if you can't make it. You sell it on the open market.
I mean, Allison and I have talked about this. I've wanted to get into something because a lot of my vacations are like, last minute, or it doesn't matter if I go here or there as long as we're going somewhere, But if you don't have plans for a vacation, if I could buy your timeshare for, a couple of $100
No,
bucks.
we're not talking
I'm
timeshares per
asking.
se.
No, if you rent a timeshare, that's
Okay,
part of
all
your
right.
vacation.
All right.
Like your mom and dad, right?
Yeah.
They have like 6 months in Cancun, right?
They've got like
Right.
6 weeks of timeshare. My brother and I, when my parents pass, my brother and I, we want to try to keep them alive.
Just so they keep paying.
Just so they keep paying the timeshare.
Yeah.
Because seriously, we'll keep we're going to keep their heads in a jar. All right, so they can keep paying their timeshare. Because my brother and I are like, oh my God, my parents' timeshare crap is going to be such a pain in the ass to unwind. Oh my God.
Who are they going to go after the things are done?
We just want to like walk away, just we don't care.
But if mom has 6 weeks a year, she's probably sitting on 50 weeks. What if I, called her up and told her a couple of jokes? Would she give me 2 weeks?
Guess what? These days they're not using them because my dad's in bad shape.
That's what he's saying.
What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
listen, hey mom, can you give old Fester?
Want me to call her?
Yeah.
She's gonna be sleep. You're gonna wake her out of a dead ass sleep.
I need him. I'm going to. Let's do a Cancun Christmas. I need 2 weeks at the timeshare Christmas time.
Just tell. You're gonna wake her up if she picks up, and just tell her it's Fester from the MJ Morning Show.
Hope she picks up.
I don't know if our phones are even dialing out now.
I don't know. Today's not the right day to call mom.
Hang on, our phones are so janked. 1561. All right, let's try one more time. Are our phone's not even dialing out now, Andrew?
I guess not.
All right, well, I tried line 1. Now I'm trying line 4. Let me try line 8. Hold on.
This will be the last time.
All right, one last attempt to call my mom as Fester tries to weasel a couple of timeshare weeks out of her. No, it's not going through. That sucks. God, we can't take incoming calls that work. I can't make outgoing calls now. Let me try the hotline. Hang on a minute.
I'm not trying to slow the whole show down by calling mom, but
Yeah.
I could probably get some pretty good rates to Mexico.
You probably could. I didn't think about that, but
Christmas
Fester,
time?
yeah.
I just think there's some comedy in you waking her up.
I'd love to wake your mother. Well, hold on. That doesn't sound right.
No. I think there's something to be said for.
Hang on. Oh, here we go. Just say, is this Eldon? She sleeps till 2 p.m. Seriously. It's like, Mom, what are you doing?
She's not going to answer, is she?
Hello.
Hey, is this Eldon?
Yes.
Hey, Mom, listen, this is Fester from I work with MJ. I work with your son, Todd. Fester on the radio show.
Yeah.
Hey, so this is going to sound crazy, but your son, he said to us in passing that you and your husband have a couple of timeshares in Mexico.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think it'd be out of the question if I could like have a couple of those weeks? I know you guys aren't using them as much as you used to. Would it be possible to, me have like 2 weeks in Mexico around Christmas time?
I don't know. You have to call me back when I'm awake.
Hold on, what's to think about? I mean, I'm as close as.
Ask her what time she gets up.
What time do you? Well, listen, Mom. First of all, I'm sorry to call you so early. What time do you normally get up?
Depends. I'm hanging up.
Mom, Mom. Give your husband a kiss for me, will you, please?
She hung up on you.
Aw.
Your mother hung up on me? Your mother hung up on me?
She did.
Don't call her back.
I love that lady.
What do you say, Sardo?
I love that lady.
Yeah, she's the best.
That's
She
my mom.
sounds tough.
My mom's
yeah.
my mom's 80 now.
MJ's mom
Yeah.
is the
Did you
best.
hear? She wanted to come through the phone, man.
Yeah.
And she
Oh
didn't
my
say.
God.
I'll tell you this. Mom didn't say no. She's like, I don't know. Call
She didn't
back
say
later.
yes either.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm still in play. I'm still in play.
Man. All right, so
Michelle, you got to call her back later and tell her.
Yeah,
Tell her
you're
what?
sorry
Tell her-
before she kills
hold on.
you.
I'll call her back now and say, I think we got accidentally disconnected.
No, don't do that.
All right. All right.
Tell her I know. Call her back right now. Say I no longer work on the show and I'm a scam artist.
Hey,
No,
did you
oh,
just
no.
get a phone call from a dude named Fester?
No.
Don't answer it. Don't answer it. He's going to get all your information.
Call her right back and say that you're Officer Siciliano and that she missed jury duty and that you have a warrant for her arrest unless she pays you $10,000 right now.
She sounds like the type of lady that'll come down here in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
she probably would.
I've educated my parents on that, so hopefully they don't fall for that scam.
All right, what's this thing where I could buy people's
All right,
vacations?
so non-refundable vacations can really, leave you in a lurch if you can't make it. If there's like a family emergency, for whatever reason, you have to cancel your vacation, but it's like already paid for and you can't cancel, you can't get your money back, and someone buying somebody else's canceled vacation, this is turning into a major industry. So the concept is pretty easy. This is a story from the Post. When illness, emergencies, last-minute changes force people to cancel trips that they've already paid for, platforms like Spare Fare, Rumor, Plans Change, and Travel Transfer Travel. So those are all different ones. Spare Fare, Rumor, Plans Change, and Transfer Travel.
I mean, but how do you sell airfare? I mean,
That's
person specific.
The airfare you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. The airfare you can't. This is like the accommodations.
Okay.
So you've paid for a week of hotel or whatever, and it's already paid for. That you can transfer in most cases. You can't transfer airfare.
Yeah.
Right. So these marketplaces allow sellers to post non-refundable. But this says non-refundable flights. You know what? Can't you change? Can you put somebody else on a ticket if you pay a fee?
I don't know. I have never done that.
Can you look that up? We've never done this. Can you look that up? If you buy a ticket on United, Delta, Southwest, American, JetBlue, whatever, can you
keep the ticket, change the person,
change the name on that? You know what? You might be able to for a fee.
I mean, think about it. If the company flies us to an event somewhere and then we end up
You should work with Southwest because I just flew that plane and I didn't know that you're allowed to sit anywhere you want.
Hold on. Well, first of all, that changes next year.
It does?
Those days are over.
I hated it.
Hold.
I almost got decapitated.
Hold on, Sardo. You flew Southwest for the first time recently ever?
I went to Cooperstown to the Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame. I flew Southwest. It was unbelievable.
Where'd you fly into?
Flew into
Syracuse, into Albany. Gotcha.
Some old lady, got in front of me and she said that she's lonely, she's alone, and she's lost. And can I please get in front of you? She gets in front of me, and she goes and sits with her daughter and her granddaughter. So it was a nightmare.
Southwest is open seating, but then next year they're going to assigned seating. But it's always been like the A group, the B group.
Yes, yeah.
What letter group were you? A, B, or C?
I'm going to sound bougie, but I was the A group.
Oh, you're the A group. Oh, look at you.
Whatever.
Look at
You are
you.
bougie. And you
Sardo
still
in
got-
the Southwest A group.
Whatever,
Yeah.
man.
You still got bamboozled by an
I
old
did.
lady for a bit.
I felt bad, and I got bamboozled.
All right, so these marketplaces allow the sellers to post like hotel bookings, vacation packages that they can't use, and then buyers, they can grab them at discounts like 20 to 30% or more off the original price because the seller wants to recoup something instead of having it a total washout, a total loss.
Mm-hmm.
So, Fester, this sounds like it's right up your alley. Michelle, what did you find on airfare changing names?
That you cannot change the name. You can, correct a misspelling if that's it, but that most airlines do not allow. And as Sarda was saying, you can fly Southwest and do, you just cancel the ticket. But you cannot change the name.
That's what I thought. I didn't know if you could change the name. All right, listen to this. Here's a woman named Samina. Samina's 46 years old, and she books most of her travel on the site SpareFare. And she told the Wall Street Journal that she recently paid around $1,200 for a week-long, all-inclusive trip to Thailand that originally cost the original buyer $4,700. That's like 75% off.
Oh, you know what this is?
What?
I'm on SpareFare right now.
Yeah.
It's like an eBay for vacations because you bid on it.
No, that's. I think that's a whole different model.
This is that SpareFare site. You mentioned
It's what you said.
You said SpareFare.
But that's SpareFare. But I think that maybe they have. Maybe you're looking at the air travel. Then you got to look at hotel. Or what about the places where people are selling their own personal packages? So there must be.
I don't know.
There must be.
So have you ever heard of the Katrin Hotel in Edinburgh?
What are you saying?
Edinburgh.
It's the Carn. What do you say? It's the Carn Hotel in Edinburgh.
Have you ever heard of it?
We stayed there.
Okay, great.
No, I didn't. We didn't stay there.
Somebody's looking for 186
Yeah.
euros a night for it. Looks like it's a little bit fancier. than
Anyway, so Festa, man, you love some kind of travel racket. This sounds like it's right up your alley.
that. It is.
You
I'm
know?
all for it.
Look at this. Here's an all-inclusive package to Pyongyang, North Korea.
Sounds great.
You ought to bring the family to that.
Pyongyang is beautiful this time of year.
Absolutely. Hey, Michelle, have you ever heard of pants?
Yes, she wears them often.
Let me finish my sentence. Michelle, have you ever heard of pants so tight it'll cause a hernia?
I guess that's possible. It's never happened to me. Has it happened to you? I mean, wouldn't you be more likely to get a hernia?
What are these pants made out of? Steel?
Yeah.
Are they like a corset or something?
So this story is, woman's name is Suki Waterhouse, and she is recovering from a hernia, and I guess she's a model who's now a singer. Of course she is. And she was hospitalized, and she claims that she has been less active on social media this year because she revealed that she was hospitalized with a hernia, and it's because of the extremely tight pants that she wears.
Yeah, I have to see Suki in these tight pants to be a judge.
Yeah, I'm looking at Suki right now. Why don't you look up? Why'd you look up Suki tight pants and hernia?
Here's the picture of her in her hospital room.
Yeah, she's attractive.
Was Suki ever Steve at one time?
No.
Okay, I'm just asking. Where the hernia come from? I don't know.
Wait a sec.
All people get hernias.
Oh, yes,
I know that, but it's more. You know what? Forget it. I'm not going to go.
Hold
there.
on. Let me tell you what you're probably thinking. I think a lot of people think that only men get hernias.
Yeah.
No. Women, absolutely, women get hernias too.
But earlier you brought up all the Gen Z and all the other stuff, so I wasn't sure. I'm sorry. I just wanted to double check.
But you can't be careful enough these days.
I'm sorry.
You
Yes.
can't be careful.
I always look down there first.
I mean, I'd love to.
Look right here. Look right here.
Or the Adam's apple. Listen, I'd love.
Okay, let's just go back to her for a second.
Yeah.
Suki?
She does not need to wear like tight pants. I mean, she is a skinny mini if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, she's
a
really
teeny tiny little thing. She can afford to wear pants that fit her appropriately and do not cause her to have a hernia, and she will look still as thin as she wants.
That nice lady over there is your wife?
Oh, you never. That's
No,
Michelle.
You always come in. You always say to me, Sardo, don't tell my wife I'm over here eating. So I'm never saying it.
So,
I know.
I'm a secret eater. All right, so Suki Waterhouse, model singer, hospitalized with a hernia because she's addicted to tight pants, and they squeezed her intestines out of her butt or something. I don't know. I don't.
But there's no pictures of her on her Instagram with really tight pants, actually.
I'm looking at a picture right now of her in the tightest leather pants I've ever seen.
I tell you what, man, she's a beautiful woman.
Oh, she's very attractive.
Yeah.
A sandwich wouldn't hurt her.
But just a slice of Sardo's pizza.
Yeah, she needs a slice of Sardo's pizza for sure.
A couple of bites of a submarine.
Hold on, Andrew just said her husband can afford it. Why? Hold on a minute. So
he's
who's her husband? Oh, the actor Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
That's her husband. I didn't know that.
She's an actress too, or an actor.
Yeah, here's a picture of them together.
Yeah.
What has she been in?
Daisy Jones and the Six.
Oh,
Daisy Jones and the Six.
I think it was like on maybe Netflix or something.
I don't know.
Great.
You know what? It was okay. So
He has
see, this
no
is an
idea.
example of how you don't even know anything if it's not like mafia related or Blues Brothers. This was a big deal. It was a book that was written.
mentioning that?
Don't attack Sardo's heritage.
That's
Everybody-
not right. We're not all the same, all right?
Everybody loved the book so much that they made it into a mini series, like a limited series.
great.
I'm just saying, people know who she is, and people like her, and they liked her product, her work product.
It's an MJ Morning Show public service announcement that women are getting hernias from pants that are too tight. Just, heads up on that. Are you ready for the latest batch of Servers Gone Wild? We got a lot of this lately. Sardo, you're in the hospitality biz. You're in the restaurant biz.
Yes.
But do you have servers, really? I mean, you're kind of a counter operation.
Yeah, we counter, but we serve.
But you'll bring stuff to people's
I'll
table.
bring stuff to people.
Yeah,
and this is going to coincide with my question I have for all of you.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what. I need a little more time here for the Servers Gone Wild. So I'm going to push Servers Gone Wild to the first item at like 9:30 when we come back from our break. 9:27, 9:28, somewhere in there. So I've got I've got three like Servers Gone Wild stories.
A trifecta?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll get to that in a second. Urgent food recall coming up. Also, what else was? Oh, the KFC deal. So Fester, you mentioned KFC early this morning.
Yeah.
And KFC is like trying to get customers back because customers have fled Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Put more than one person serving in there, and maybe they would.
Well, there you look at that. Don't mess with Sardo. All right. So what's your question for me, Sardo?
For all of yous.
First.
Is it, it's for me or all of yous?
All right. Let me know when I could talk.
Go
all
ahead.
right?
All right, go ahead.
So
you got to learn the time.
So first, thanks for everything, man. Seriously, I love when all your listeners come to my store and they just, they go nuts about you guys. I just want to say thank you very much.
Yeah,
Bottom
Sardo's
line.
Pizza.
Thank you.
Sardo's
Seriously,
Pizza
thank
is
you.
on Ulmerton in Largo, and it's right across from the big Pinellas County Sheriff's Office building.
Is that where they take you when you get arrested?
I think that's the administrative building there. That's
okay.
not, that's the admin building
I
for
don't know.
Pinellas County Sheriff's Office.
So my question is, back in the day in our time, you don't like somebody, you don't say, if you don't like something, you usually just go somewhere else, or if I'm not getting along with you, whatever, you never say nothing bad. In today's world, like when I just went on vacation, and I found myself doing the same thing, and I couldn't find something to eat, you go online.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, when you guys go on vacation that you're talking about, do you read the reviews that these restaurants get?
Yeah.
And is that how you gauge where you're going?
Absolutely.
So then let me ask you the human element of that question. You talked about the Gen Z or whatever. That facial expression, I'd like to take a you know what and throw it out this second story window because I don't see no love for what they do, no life in them, no excitement, no
passion,
smiling,
right.
no passion.
Yeah.
It looks like they're dead. You know what I mean? And I feel really bad for them.
Okay.
But my question is that there might be a time, Mr. Fester, when you're in a bad mood, you come into my store, maybe you didn't brush your teeth that morning, you had a slice of pizza, you say it's no good, you go write a review,
Right.
and you are coming after not just the person that owns the business, but maybe all the employees and everything. Meanwhile, it's you that had the issue.
So, I'll tell
how
you
do
this.
we differentiate? How do we
Between what's your problem, something you did
between
wrong,
what's my problem
versus Fester's
the
just a
customer's
slob
problem?
with a bad day?
Because when I was out, I was listening to a small restaurant owner's guide that the food was fantastic, the service was great.
Right.
I go look at his reviews, MJ. I swear to you, it was below 4. Right. All because he's not that much of a outgoing personality.
Oh.
All right,
So
now let me interject here.
Wait, one last thing.
Yeah.
I went on vacation.
Yep.
I come back, and the first review I look at that I got was a 1-star because I had the balls to close for vacation when this guy wanted a slice of pizza.
Oh, well, hold on.
See, I hate
And
that. I hate that when
I
people
said
post
to him-
stuff like
I
that.
said to him,
Nope.
you, my friend, are the reason I took vacation and just got out of the mental institution because you think everything revolves around you.
That sucks.
I got a 1-star, not for my
so
food.
a guy goes to your place to
It
get
was
pizza,
closed.
and you're closed for
For
vacation,
for my employees and my own sanity.
and he leaves a 1-star
Swear to you
review
on my children.
because you were closed for vacation.
Yes,
See,
sir.
that sucks. It's you know what else drives Michelle nuts? Like someone will leave a 1-star review, and it's like. I couldn't find a parking space.
Yeah,
1
what is that
star.
all about?
That's BS.
But
It's
you're
absolute
hurting
bullshit.
their family. You're
Yes.
hurting
Yeah.
the business.
Yeah.
For what? If you don't like, first of all, a lot of people don't like me. I'm good with that. But I have a clean restaurant, and I have a beautiful. I'm going to tell you something right now. On my kids, the guy from the Board of Health brought his whole crew in yesterday to eat in my store.
Yeah.
Swear to God, ask my daughter Stella. Yesterday.
Stella!
That tells you everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you just stop and think of what you're doing before you do something like that
Right.
to these
Yeah.
poor people that are busting their ass. You
All
don't
right.
like.
How far does that go?
How
How
far
many
does it
people does it
go?
hurt? It's not just hurting. It's not hurting an inanimate shop.
But you guys
it's
talk
hurting
about
the people
numbers.
who work
A 1-star
inside.
review takes you down.
It does.
Yes.
It does. Michelle talks about this all the time. So let me.
Do you guys leave reviews? Yes or no?
I
do.
only leave good reviews.
Yeah. So
You
I
never
won't
leave a
leave
bad
it.
one?
I will not
I
leave a
You
bad
leave
one
bad reviews.
for that purpose. Because what if I don't like the server? The server did something, but you're a completely nice guy. And why would I want to do that to you or any other server
Thank you.
when
Oh,
that
God, I
person
love
is just
this way.
Sardo,
having a bad day?
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you.
Sardo, I leave reviews. Most of my reviews are good reviews. However, if it really is bad, or if I'm really disappointed, I will leave a bad review. But if you look at and I don't tell people what my Google review name is. I'm sort of
Understood.
I'm sort of undercover. But if you look at my reviews, I'm a local guide, by the way. I'm a level 7 local guide. All right. So if you look at my reviews, 98% are positive.
Give me an example of a bad review. What would you have said?
I did go to a pizza shop in Miami that was just built up, and it was a major disappointment. A pizza place, actually 2 of them in Miami.
But you provided a constructive criticism in regards to the actual product. Yes or no?
I did.
You left off, this is just my opinion.
Right.
Because as we know, he might like extra cheese.
Yeah.
You might like well done. Yeah. He might like extra sauce. How do I know that?
Right.
So, listen, when I leave reviews under my secret name,
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
Phantom Pooper 74.
Yeah,
That's
there
me,
we go.
Phantom Pooper 74.
Pooper.
I try not to take personal shots. You know, I want to give an honest critique of the food, but generally speaking, your restaurants, you have a pretty decent experience.
All right. Now, Sarda, you asked if we leave reviews or do we look at the reviews? Yes. So, Michelle, the baseline.
Yeah, what's the
if,
baseline?
If we're out of town,
what's the baseline?
Michelle has established a baseline that for a restaurant that we would consider, Michelle always wants to see at least what number?
Well, I like to look for the 4.5s.
Right. So
to Sardo's point, if I see something that's got a lower number, I'll look for the most recent reviews to try to see, like, why is it? And if I see, like, a bunch of no parking,
if bogus
baby
reviews,
crying,
bogus
cranky
reviews,
server,
if bogus reviews took the number down, then you'll reconsider, Michelle.
right. Then I look at the other ones
So when
to
you
see.
look, I want you to understand, like for me, for instance, for all your listeners and for yourself, if you want to have a movie night, instead of a movie night, you shut the TV off, get some wine and popcorn, and go read my lowest reviews. Because if you got time to write a paragraph about me, I got time to write 2 paragraphs about you.
Very good.
All right, now,
and you should.
I got to take a break. I got to take a break.
Sorry, I don't understand this. If you don't like it, go
Sardo,
somewhere
I got to
else.
take a break.
I'm talking right now.
All right.
So I'm looking at Sardo has a 4.7 on Google, which I think is exceptionally
That's
high.
what I was about to say. Is that Michelle's minimum is typically a 4.5.
Thank
and
you,
I was
Fester.
I was just I have it up here. Look at my phone. What does that say? I was just before Fester stepped all over me. I was about to say that Super Sardo's Pizza has a 4.7.
Because I care. I
Yeah.
love what I do.
So even with some of the knuckleheads that are leaving you some bad
Yes, sir.
reviews, you still have a 4.7.
I
All right.
yeah.
I got to
I'll
take a
shut
break.
up now.
All right, we're back in a minute. So I've got servers from hell. We'll get to that coming. We got a lot of stuff. All right, final chunk. MJ Morning Show is next here on Q105, 104.7 FM. Do not move. Hey, I want to introduce you to my newest sponsor here on the MJ Morning Show, and it's Miracle Toyota in Haines City. So call to action. Attention all Polk County listeners. Listen, if you're, wherever you are, if you're looking for a great deal on a Toyota, if you want to learn about the Miracle Toyota Advantage, if you want a great experience, great price, if you want just a great all-around great time at a car dealership, and you're looking for a Toyota car, truck, or SUV, you got to go to Miracle Toyota on 27 in Haines City. So what is the Miracle Advantage? The Miracle warranty is 10 years or 250,000 miles of added powertrain protection. That is very valuable, and that's absolutely free when you buy from Miracle Toyota. That's just the beginning. Miracle Advantage, 4 years of Toyota recommended maintenance, complimentary pit stop services, 72-hour exchange policy, roadside assistance when you really need it. It's just unbeatable. Get the selection, get the value, get the add-ons, complimentary at Miracle Toyota. Tell them MJ sent you. Hey, MJ fans in Polk County, show some MJ Morning Show love and buy your next Toyota at Miracle Toyota, 27 in Haines City, and always tell them the MJ Morning Show sent you. 927, traffic's on. Let's grab Shriner with the latest MJ Morning Show back in a minute.
In Tampa, there's an...
always said Michelle's the best part of MJ.
It's the truth.
Yes, it is.
You missed our rejoiner bumper.
Here, play it again.
Hold on. You got your headphones on? Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
All right. We just ran this. Listen.
Live from the Q105 studios in St. Petersburg. This is the MJ Morning Show, exclusively on 104.7 FM.
Look at that.
Nice. I like that.
There
Wait,
you
I
go.
want to talk to your wife again. Can you help me start? Can you help me start a some kind of forum for business owners to write reviews on customers?
Well, you respond. When a
No,
customer
I
leaves.
want to be able to put their picture and everything up.
You can. If you can get their picture while they're in your
Oh,
place.
I got cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
You can get them trespassed.
No, but I'm asking you, can we small busibusinesses all get together and write reviews
All
about
right,
people?
Hold on. I'm on Sardo's Google review
Oh,
page.
no, come on.
And it says, lady said, I asked twice for extra sauce. I paid extra for extra sauce. I didn't get my extra sauce. Sardo writes back, Lisa, is there any way you can get a life?
No, come on.
You've written the same BS review a few times already. You got some extra damn sauce. You didn't pay $40. You really should have talked to somebody. But
You should really go talk to somebody. Just don't talk to Sardo's Pizza no more.
Yeah. I mean, you
Great.
fired your customer,
I like
which is
it.
fine.
But what do you want me to do?
No,
I've
right.
done everything you ask, and it's still not good enough. What do you want me to do?
Listen, you know that there are some people you're never going to make them happy, and even if you
so
do everything
why you gotta
right,
destroy me or any other
Right.
small
Well,
business?
that's
You know what? This is what you say. No pizza for you.
Well, here's the thing, Sardo.
I do that.
I know you take the negative reviews very personally, but those are the outliers.
Yeah.
People are always going to bitch and complain.
Listen,
There's going
you've
to be a percentage
gotta-
of people that don't like you no
Are you
matter what
saying
you
that
do.
because you're one of them?
To some people, I am.
you got a
To you, no.
4.7. That's a good number. You
It's
got a-
not good enough for me, man.
What do you want,
I
4.8, 4.9?
No, I want to.
5.0?
I want to do the right thing by everybody. I really do care. Just
Right.
come and talk to me instead of go on the computer.
One guy writes, I recently had an unfortunate experience at Sardo's Pizza. Nothing short of a nightmare. And then Sardo writes back, sounds like you want to be me. I mean, that's your forum. I don't take the negative reviews too seriously. The same way I don't take the over-the-top glowing 5-star reviews seriously.
Good point.
You know?
Nice
But
point.
also, Fester, don't you like that he responds? Because then I know the owner is invested in the product.
Yeah.
And he's like caring and he's there and, attentive. So then I'm like, your pizza's going to be good. Your sauce is going to be, you're monitoring that place because you're monitoring
Yeah,
Google.
but young lady, all I want you to do is write me some legitimate stuff, legitimate concerns, and let me know that you've talked to me first before you went to the computer.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to write a review on that spinach something
The
that I just
garlic
had.
pizza?
Oh
Can I
my
ask you
gosh,
something?
it's so
how
delicious.
How can I fix something that I don't know nothing about?
Listen, it's the plight of the business owner.
I got a lot to do.
All right,
know
I'll
how-
shut up
you-
now.
you
I'm
know how-
sorry.
you know how
The
many
Sardo in the
negative-
morning show is now over. Take care. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
You know how many
Yes.
negative reviews we get? Hundreds.
Guess.
Do we?
Can I move on, please?
Sure.
Guess where Michelle and Julian and I are going later today?
Another pizza place not named Sardo.
No.
Okay.
Adventures of Superman.
Yeah, so going to see Superman with Michelle and Julian later today. So we're going to be contributing. What, the box office for the weekend was like $125 million.
It was a huge blockbuster movie, man. It's doing great.
Now we're going to add more to the box office take because we're doing an afternoon viewing of Superman.
Now,
So,
when you go to the movies in the afternoon, are there a lot of old people there?
No.
There's like
well,
a little bit
Fester,
of
it's summertime.
Yeah, I guess so. The
It's
kids are out of
a
school.
little bit of everyone there, but we are. So Julian's already seen Superman,
Mm-hmm.
and Julian is bringing us back to Superman. So we're going to go see Superman later today.
Does Superman have like a special bucket for popcorn or something made of like kryptonite or?
Oh, I don't think
You
so.
know, I know your son's into. He
Oh,
bought like
yeah.
a couple. He bought like a college tuition's worth of buckets for the
Julian-
Mission
We
Impossible.
have 2 from F1.
Julian is getting vacuumed into all these novelty popcorn buckets, and they're like pieces of plastic for $30.
Yeah, what
it's
is
like,
it gonna
my God.
do with these tchotchkes?
All right, what'd you just hand me here, Sardo?
Somebody just wrote a review as we speak.
All right,
As we speak, somebody's writing reviews of Sardo.
Somebody wrote, let's see, 5-star review 12 minutes ago from Ray M. Love this what? Love this plans?
Place, probably. Love this place.
Yeah, he means place, but it says love this plans.
He loves the plans, too.
Thanks to MJ for recommending your place. Listening to you now on radio. So look at that. Guy just wrote a review for Sardos.
People are being very interactive.
Yeah, you're still at a 4.7, though.
Yeah.
All right. Which, by the way, listen, a 4.7 is a very respectable score. All right, I got to move on.
All right.
All right, so speaking of Superman, did you see the flooding in New York? And the Lincoln Center AMC Theater turned into a freaking waterfall.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. You remember Sense Around? When I was a kid, like the movie Earthquake, it was Sense Around, and the theater was going to shake and everything.
I love
It's
that.
called subwoofers. All right, so with the AMC Theater up in Lincoln Center, up in the west side of Manhattan, man, they had a massive flood, and people did not get to finish the last 15 minutes of Superman. They had to evacuate the theater.
Look at this water just pouring into the lobby.
Oh, it's unbelievable. So New York, Manhattan, and parts of New York City, they had the most rain in years. I believe they set the record for the second most amount of rain that fell in a single hour in New York. So they had a hellacious rainstorm there.
Oh, my God.
The AMC Theater basement was flooded under feet of water. Did you see the subways?
Yeah.
Some of the subways, I mean, the water gushing down the stairs from the street like freaking Niagara Falls. It was nuts.
Early estimates are that all of the rain did $148 million worth of improvements.
I love it.
Yeah, it needs to sweep that mayoral candidate out of the way, though.
I tell you.
That's what it needs to do.
Perfect.
I think that is the theater where we saw Oppenheimer, by the way.
Yeah, we saw Oppenheimer.
Yeah, because it's an IMAX theater.
Yeah. So here's the deal. We saw Oppenheimer last summer here. Or is it summer? Is it 2 summers ago already?
Already.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me? It's already 2 summers ago? So we saw Oppenheimer first at the IMAX Theater at Veterans. And then we were up in New York, and we wanted to see Oppenheimer again, this time in IMAX 70 millimeter. And that's a whole different experience when you get the 70 millimeter IMAX experience.
I remember you saying the theater would have been a lot nicer with a waterfall in the lobby. Now it's done.
Can you imagine if there's some waterfall scene or some pipe burst scene in a movie, and then suddenly the actual water gushes into your theater and soaks you?
Forget that, dude. What if it's like a lovemaking scene?
Oh, he's stuck.
Yeah, suddenly I'm drenched.
All right, moving along. All right, so I mentioned like these psycho servers, and more people are talking about these psychos. Listen to this. So it's called server stalking. And we've had stories. I have another story here about a server, this is in Ohio, chased the customer out of the restaurant after they did not leave a tip, stood behind their car and would not let them back out of their parking spot until they left a better tip. What is that? What? My God.
That's like the main reason my wife carries a little canister of mace. Just,
if you block somebody in like that, there are statutes against that. That's like no, but it's something like that. There's
it's
because do you remember when you were with Shorty Shane at the laundromat on 4th Street?
Yeah, we tried to flee.
You tried to flee, and the manager of the laundromat, when you tried to put Shorty Shane inside the dryer, the manager stood behind Shorty Shane's car and wouldn't let him back out. It's false imprisonment.
Yes,
I think that's what it is.
She was potentially eligible. If we would have pursued charges, they would have hit her with false imprisonment for not letting us leave for an hour.
She called the cops because Fester put Shorty Shane into the commercial dryer at the laundromat.
They got all bent out of shape
for a video shoot that we were doing. And then they called the police. And then while they were waiting for the police to show up, for St. Pete police to pop up, then the manager of the laundromat stood behind Shorty Shane and Fester's vehicle so they couldn't leave. And the cop said, actually, you've committed the bigger crime here because you've actually committed false imprisonment. And, you could be charged with that by not letting them leave. Anyway.
She's like, I would like to press charges against the midget and the fat man. And I'm like, so would we. And then everything went away. And she's like, oh, now I just call ICE. But that's not here nor there.
All right. So Then you guys were trespassed.
Yeah, we were
so
trespassed.
you guys were issued a trespass notice. You couldn't step foot in the laundromat parking lot or premises for like a year.
Yes.
Where's that footage? Who's got that freaking footage?
I mean, Buck
and then,
still have
and then management stole the footage. They wouldn't let us put the footage of the altercation online. I mean, come on, that's like a 2 million hit video. They're scrounging and scraping for pennies in social media payouts. That would have been a monster for them. Instead, they commandeered the footage and we couldn't use it. Jesus. All right, 9:44 now at the MJ Morning Show. So you got one stalker servers blocking a car from backing out. All right, here's another one. In a wildly inappropriate, again, stalking a customer, how about online? A server went on and commented on an influencer's Instagram about the bad tip that she left at a restaurant. So you have an influencer, didn't leave a tip that the server was happy with. The server then went on to the influencer's Instagram account, leaving all kinds of comments.
This is crazy.
A food reviewer receives a scathing comment from her waiter on Instagram after she tipped less than 20%, sparking a debate about tipping culture. Influencer and food reviewer Asia, who's known as the food bitch on Instagram.
That's who I want to eat from.
Well, what do you expect? It's the food bitch. All right, the tip bitch.
Wow.
All right, post a review of the Los Angeles-based Italian restaurant Etra on Instagram Reels. She rates the ambience a 5.5, but notes that the food seemed overpriced. My appetizer wasn't really that of an appetizer, sausage and pepper plus bread for $32. Crazy work, she says. It was good, but it wasn't that damn good. She rates the staff a 4 out of 5, compliments her waiter on her entree recommendations. However, she notes that the owner was a bit weird. That's Sardo.
Yeah.
that's Sardo over here.
I'm good with that.
All right, so then, apparently, the influencer left less than 20% tip. The server goes onto the influencer site and leaves like nasty comments.
Is it the food bitch on Instagram?
It is. It's the food bitch. That's the.
I just like the way you guys say that.
Asia.
Wow.
Asia. Here's another one. So I told you I had 3. Cheapskate Diner takes back tip after being humiliated by the server in the middle of the restaurant. So the server didn't like the tip, confronts the customer in front of everyone else in the restaurant. Then the customer says, okay, and then she took the whole tip back.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, this is viral. This is a Reddit viral post. And, man, the comments are priceless on this. I can't believe it happened this way, but it did. This is the Reddit poster. The incident occurred while a man and his girlfriend were dining at an Italian restaurant. They'd been there numerous times before. The poster said the eatery, nothing too fancy, but kind of perfect for a nice, relaxed evening. Glass of wine. And the poster says, unfortunately, the quiet night was marred by poor service. She lost my drink twice, served the wrong starter, vanished for what seemed like an eternity. When it arrived time to order dessert, the customer said it wasn't the end of the world. I worked customer service myself. I get hectic nights. I understand that things can sometimes get wild. But he left her a 10% gratuity, which he thought was reasonable given the circumstances of what he thought was an unimpressive night of service at this restaurant. The server didn't see it that way. The server saw the 10% tip and laid into the customer in the middle of the dining room in front of the other diners. We were just standing up to leave when the waitress came over, took the cash and said, seriously? This is it? She had said it audibly. A few people at some nearby tables turned around and stared. The Reddit poster said that he was rendered speechless by the outburst, but that was just the tip of the iceberg. Get a tip. Then she added, you know servers can't pay their rent because of people like you. If you can't tip appropriately, don't dine out. Wow. Anyway, a bunch of patrons in the restaurant, they're like, silent. Their jaws are, dropping.
Yeah, they're all surprised.
Can't believe what's going on here. The waitress then said, whatever, cheapskates. loud enough for everyone else in the restaurant to hear. So the Redditor, the diner, then walked over to the table and took the rest of the tip and walked out.
Hey.
Took the 10% and left.
And nothing for you.
For you, MJ.
Yeah.
Who's right and who's wrong in that situation?
Listen, if the service was lacking, then
Okay.
You tip commensurate to service. You know what the problem is? In the service industry, that some servers, they feel entitled that
agree.
it doesn't matter what happens,
I agree.
that you need to leave the commensurate 20% tip. No, a tip is based on whether your experience was good and the service performed by the server was up to your expectations. That's what you tip. Anything less than a 20% tip or 18% tip, anything less should be an indication and a connotation to the server that they need to step up their game and to review what they might have done wrong.
Here's what I think real quick is when we had that lockdown, everything.
You mean COVID?
Yeah, the lockdown. Everything what happened. The portions got smaller, the service got worse, and the price went up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
well, a lot of folks used COVID as an excuse to jam up prices.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand, and it's just that I don't. How can that waitress that didn't pay attention to that table expect something more than what she did? I don't understand what the expectations are. You have to care. You have to engage. You have to do things.
You know, Sardo, back in the day, they would call it, are you a people person? You got
know
to be
what?
a
That's
people
the perfect
person.
thing. You got to be a people person.
Yeah. If you don't like dealing with people, whether they're good or bad, don't do it.
3 quickies before we get out of here.
All right.
All right. First of all, I mentioned earlier an eBay auction. An item sold for $245,300. Do you know what's sold? I'll tell you right now, it's not an actual real product. It's more IP. Intellectual property.
Oh, when you said IP, I thought it was something else. I was like, oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah. The assets, the trademarks of, when you think of a fraud festival, what do you think of?
Oh, yeah.
What's the fraud festival?
The Fire Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Fire Festival assets apparently were just auctioned off. It closed yesterday.
Are they even worth that much?
Listen, own Fire Festival iconic brand, all trademarks, intellectual property, social media assets, and more. And apparently it's sold. It sold for $204. There were 125 bids, and it sold for $245,300. So, own the Fire Festival, the most talked about festival brand in the world. Yeah, because the guy that did it was a fraud, and promised all kinds of. Remember the disaster in was it the Bahamas?
Yeah.
Remember the
exclusive concert VIP event?
Oh.
They were serving cold ham sandwiches, and
that
it was just awful.
No, it was like a slice of cheese between 2 slices of crappy bread.
Or find a cold cheese sandwich.
Oh, it was terrible. And then remember he was going to launch it again, bring it back in Mexico, and that got shut down because it was like he didn't learn. He didn't go to jail. He went to prison for the first one, and then it was like he was trying to do another scam. Anyway, the guy I guess has sold all the property. Since 2017, Fire Festival dominated global headlines. Yeah, because you're a giant fraud. What's included in the sale? Brand name, registered trademarks, and intellectual property, official social media accounts, including verified Instagram, comprehensive marketing asset. Anyway, everything related to Fire Festival just sold on eBay for $245,000.
Okay.
That's incredible.
I can't think of something I care less about. The Fire Festival. I'm never going.
That's not on your radar for vacation?
I don't think it'll ever happen in my lifetime.
Wow.
I mean, you know what?
Yeah.
If he could pull it off in Mexico at the same time, I could get some timeshares from MJ's mom. Maybe I'll go around New Year's.
All right, and then quickly here, I gotta wrap this up. Kentucky Fried Chicken trying to do a big major comeback. Kentucky Fried Chicken sales have really flagged, and they're taking the smile off the Colonel. They want to make the Colonel look more serious.
Yeah,
that he's more serious about his chicken.
They're going to give him the Gen Z stare.
Yeah.
I mean.
There you go. They're going to be giving away free chicken. I guess you got to sign up for the Colonel Club or something. But KFC is trying to claw back in a very, very crowded chicken space out there.
They're going to take away the smile?
Yeah, they're going to take the smile off of Colonel Sanders and make him angry.
Was he going to look constipated
He's
or
gonna look
something?
like he's got a drumstick shoved up his butt. All right, we got to go, folks.
That's a party.
All right, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM, and let's be careful out there.
The Q105 app is your connection to all the big contests, powered by Anna.